Oh, welcome back, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, man? Salute to everybody in the house, man. My brother Carl, my brother Dapper, my brother Irvin, man. Salute to y'all, man. Listen, man, this is Coach Ferry, man. We're back for another episode, 134. I love the title, man. Now, whoever came up with the title for this week, I love it, man. Man pay the boss. Excuse me, let me get my English correct. Man pay the cost to be the boss. Come on, man. I like that title, man. There we go, man. We starting ending Black History Month on a positive note, man, because we're gonna talk about some men stuff. We're gonna talk about some life issues, man. We just gonna random around, man, and see what we come up with today, man. We got some great topics lined up to y'all, man. First, man, let's get right into it, man. We're gonna do our introduction, man, and we're gonna go back to our pies. Our pies are very unique, man. It's a very unique concept, man, for to allow us to help check in to this space that we're in. We're in this space, and you do see men here going to have a conversation, and we just like to check the temperature of the room, man. Just a little icebreaker, something that you do if you really don't know people or you want to introduce people and get into working together or a concept, anything. So listen, man, let's get right into it. PIES is an acronym. P is for the physical part of you, I is for the intellectual part of you, E is for the emotional part of you. Excuse me. S is for the spiritual part of you, man. So you see it on the screen, man. Physically, how do you feel? Because feeling is the physical. It hurts it. Intellectually, is you learning stuff, or you feel like you dummying down, or you feel like you want to do some things, learn the thing, different thing. Emotionally, that's a unique one because people are always in their emotions. You hear, I'm in my emotions, but really it's just about where you are. Are you excited, mad, glad, frustrated? Have you been that way? Spiritually is the space and your higher power, your higher being. So just get a better understanding. So physically, man, I do it. Physically, I tell y'all, man, my body is like they discovering new tests. I got arthritis in my hands, my arms. And one doctor telling me to work out, the other doctor telling me to slow down. So I'm really stuck in the middle because I am getting up there in age. So my body's changing whether I want it to or not. In my mind, I can still run and jump and climb trees, but in my body, it's like, nope, slow down. So it's just a unique place to be. Intellectually, I just think about YouTube. I think YouTube is bringing me and my wife together even more because she's starting to see the chaos that people are drawn to. And it's unique for us because we done seen the worst. We just looking to try to be the best. And it's a unique space to be in. I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it at this point. Emotionally, I try to leave my emotions out of life and people. I respect people, but if you're not loving me or providing, I don't get my emotions in what you say or feel or think. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, it may not work for me, and vice versa. I don't say things for people to feel a certain way. You might get triggered and feel in a certain way when I get through saying what I got to say, but I don't give a fuck. But I respect you. And spiritually, I'm always connected to the higher power, man. In this space, when I come to this space, I like to connect with y'all. And, we talk. We've been together for some months now, and we have conversations. So it's always good to see brothers from around the world and around the country trying to be better and move in a good way. So that's me, man. Coach Ferry, man, and I'm in.
Salute, salute. I'm glad my brothers are here tonight. We got a special guest, Brother Herb. He's driving, but he's joining us. Salute to Brother Just D. Hope he gets well. He's sick at home, unable to join us tonight. Lee is MIA. But my pause is very simple. Physically, I'm healthy. Intellectually, I'm still learning. Emotionally, I have been going through a roller coaster since this whole war thing been going on with Iran. And spiritually, I think that's the only thing that got me grounded to keep pushing and get through and navigate. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a lot of things that's going on the last week or two that just got me in a different frame of mind. So I'm trying not to project it on people, but I need awareness as much as we can because it could be at any moment. So there we go. What about you, Brother Dap? Dap is muted. We gotta hear you first, brother.
You got the mute button.
with your expensive car. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
muted.
man. Audio.
You still sound like a Jamaican on mute. Come on, dog.
Crazy. All right, bomb. This man said I sound like a Jamaican on mute. Hey, I got me a call behind that. I figured out how to do it, coach. That's what I was doing. I was playing with the set. I'm trying to do some cool shit. But anyway, yeah, physically, man, I'm sore, bro. But I'm physically definitely stronger. Since the last time I did these, I think I put on like 10 pounds. I can move 315 pretty easy, pretty reliably now. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. Intellectually, man, I'm excited, bro. I've been learning a lot of new stuff. Thinking about jumping into high ticket sales because it just makes more sense. Might as well get paid more bang for your buck. So emotionally, I'm pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of crazy stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? But my emotions stayed regulated. So I think emotionally, I'm pretty even tilt, pretty well regulated. And then, spiritually, I'm always on point. You know what I'm saying? I had to cut a couple people off because I had a couple, which usually doesn't happen. So when something happens and it's a spiritual thing, yeah, you gotta go, bro. I'm sorry because this doesn't happen a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah, my pies is good, man. We gonna eat them like it's Thanksgiving dinner, baby. Apple pie with vanilla ice cream on the side. That's how I like my pie. Maybe cherry.
Oh shit.
Even said, my dog, this freaking Greek god over here. I am deity.
Oh, African deity.
African deity.
Welcome to the stage, brother
What's up, brother?
Errol. It's your pies. Give us your physical and your intellectual and your emotional and your spiritual.
All right. So again, my name is Evolutionary Herbal. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. So pies, I would say physically I feel strong. I'm getting stronger every day. So physically I'm strong. I know there's a lot of room for improvement, learning, practical skills, things that really matter, not just bodybuilding. Intellectually, I'm building a cadence to grow, right? Reading books, trying to learn more about history, like our history, the real history that's buried. And I feel like, and this ties into, I guess, the emotional part. I feel like I'm behind because there's so much to learn, right? There's so much to learn, and it feels like there's not enough time because of the way the system is designed for you to always be in that go 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 go, no time to learn what's important, right? So, emotionally, I'm grateful, right? I'm grateful because I'm with you guys, right? I'm with you gentlemen right now, and I eat every day. I wake up every day. I'm not being bombed right now. So emotionally, I'm grateful, but at the same time, I am torn because so many of the people inside of our community um, aren't doing what we're doing right now, which is building some type of a community to get out of this oppressive system that we're in. Spiritually, I have my conviction, and I'm firm and I'm solid on my conviction and my faith. So I feel like spiritually I'm good. I just feel like it all ties back to history, your roots, so that way the spiritual can grow. Because if you don't do the intellectual part and learn your history, you can't really grow spiritually. You're just gonna learn what the next man teach you. So those are my pies.
Salute, man. Good. Hey, man, it's a great check-in. I want to ask you a question, though, in reference to your feelings, right? Your emotions, right? Would you consider yourself being excited that you
I am excited. As torn as I am very excited because I'm aware of what's going on. And now, because of a combination of so much, the fear and the excitement, it's forcing me to seek community, to seek things to get us out of this system. So I am excited.
So one more question, man, then we can get right into our great topics, man.
Yeah.
Are you and Dapper the same age, or is there an age difference?
I kind of knew that question was coming because I was going to ask it.
You was coming.
I was going to ask it.
I already knew, bro. Y'all was something else, boy.
So I'm 30 years old.
Oh, you
Your
baby.
little,
Okay.
young. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. So dapper like your
So,
big brother.
You can call him that.
so
Oh shit! Come
let
on,
me
Carl,
be
man.
let me be the first to welcome you to being the new youngest on the panel. Dapper's been holding it down since day one, so I'm glad. I'm sure he's glad that you're, on board to take the reign. Let me get into this stuff, man, because we got so much to cover, and I don't want to lose time. There's this video that I saw, and I was disappointed, of course, because it's like too many people are trying to tell men what is being a man.
True.
It's even more sadder when you have a guy. Disclaimer: I got nothing against military whatsoever. I
You
would
better
never
not.
join it. I wouldn't even, tell someone to go into it. I mean, I did once,
You better
but
not.
that's not a go-to for me. But
Yes,
this
it
is the
is.
question. This is the real question. What do you think? I don't believe in military or jail is a parameter blueprint to turn or teach a guy into being a man. I'm gonna say it again. I don't think that. So now what we're gonna do, I want to play this video because this guy here, I just wish I was in front of him because we would go at it. We don't believe in using military and jail as some type of parameter to turn or teach a guy into being a man. I just think that's kind of ridiculous on the principle of it. But Evo, let's go with that first video, please.
Yeah, let's run that.
I believe that 3 years of military service should be mandatory for all American males between the ages of 18 and 39. And not that selective service garbage. I mean, you have to do at least 3 years of service to your country or 3 years in a maximum security prison. Your choice. And there's no getting out of it. It's hard to know what you guys are thinking. You got a little bit of autism. You got something missing upstairs. You're missing an arm, maybe even a couple legs. Oh, Uncle Sam will find a spot for you. You can even have a felony. In fact, the Marine Corps will take you today, brother. Because in a world of crop tops, bonnets, male purses, video games as sports, it's clear that y'all need it. And it's clear that a lot of you have not served anything other than yourselves. And I mostly feel bad for the American women out there and who you have to trust to lead you. My God. It's a good thing that I'm not president because I will be shipping y'all asses out tonight.
I mean,
Okay, hold on. Before we get into our military Derek Jackson of the topic, okay, I saw so much wrong with that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Way too much is wrong with that.
Can I answer our question before we answer? Have any of y'all been to the military? Have any of y'all served in the military?
Negative.
Okay.
Never would.
I've served in the military, so I'm going to let y'all answer, then I'll give y'all my answer.
Right.
Carl, we know your answer.
All right, let me do it this way. I'm gonna be fair, but I'm not gonna be nice tonight. I'm gonna let you know that.
Say your piece, man. Talk your piece.
First of all, we all know that there's two type of dudes in the world. And y'all hear me say this. The guy that gets sent to the store and the guy that sends people to the store.
We all the niggas that get sent to the store, Carl.
Not everybody is capable mentally of being in nobody's military. Not too many guys can even survive jail.
That makes no sense, Carl.
It
makes all the sense logically and principle. Let me tell you something.
No logically. No.
As form of correction, let me tell you something. I've seen dudes cry.
Carl, listen. Correction and military are two different things, brother.
I'm going by the example that he used. He said mandatory 3 years military, 3 years in prison.
No,
Both,
but
listen,
okay.
both serve the white man's purpose.
Okay.
Oh
Doesn't
my
serve our purpose.
Okay.
How did we get there?
Being a police officer, so hold up. Being a police officer serves the white man purpose on innocent black civilians.
Not necessarily. Not if you're
Yes,
the type of
yes, it does.
not if
Being
you're
a
the type. Excuse me. Not if you're the type of police officer that helps from the inside out and not just be on
I
a
don't know
one
what
side
doing
thing.
that, Carl. Cut it
Carl,
out.
all police officers start out on the street. If you lock some niggas up, you was doing the white man's job for them. That's police officer. Any
Again, like I
police officer.
said, if you're wrong, you're wrong. But again, outside of that, everything don't have to be handcuffs. A lot of things can be worked out. A lot of things can be taught. There's a whole room full of compromise. It's just that certain officers are influenced by others not to do the right thing or not to at least try to be a teacher and not just a handcuffer.
Well, see,
Everything
Carl,
don't have to land that
well,
way.
then you're not fighting the individual, you're fighting a system. Because once even if you're the best person in the world, if I put you in a rotten environment, there are two things that's going to happen. Either you're going to change the environment, which is highly unlikely, or the environment is going to change you, which is the most common thing to happen. That your environment is going to change you. Now, honestly, me personally, I don't think I agree 100% with what he said because he explained why he said it. He said, first of all, either you're going to go to the military so you can learn some goddamn discipline, learn how to be a man, right? Or if you're not going to spend time in the military, you're going to go to jail. How do we know that this works? Because that's what Israel does. Every man, woman, child, and dog gets put into the service. So it's not as if this is an impossible thing.
But don't stop at Israel. That's what they do in Russia. That's what they do in China. That's what they do in every country where there's men. And Carl, this is why I'll fight you on this because I'm military and I did 7 years. And I'll tell you like this. Initially, I was like, no military. My father was in the military. I'm like, no, nigga, I seen. But from people that didn't have that structure and family, those are the best soldiers in the world. The women that go to the military, they're sort of fighters. They the prominent ones they were able to do. And here's the trump card with the military, right? Because some of y'all slow, some of y'all bad and slow, some of y'all slow and good. Just people. Slow mean you just retarded. You can't go. Some of y'all slow and bad. You can't figure shit out and you want to destroy the community. Y'all niggas go do what the police say. Y'all go to jail. And if you get in there and get reformed early enough, you can get out, like he said, and join the military, and everything about your criminal life will be wiped out. You'll get an honorable discharge. You can buy you a 2-bedroom, 4-bedroom house. You won't have no major debt, and it's going to teach you how to fold your clothes, wash, clean yourself, motivate yourself.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't give it off like it's an ad.
No. But listen, Carl.
Yeah, make it sound. Listen, you make it sound like it's so glorious.
It is glorious.
Listen, hold on. The amount of people from Vietnam till now have came back with mental health issues, drug addiction, all
mental health issues don't exist.
Carl, listen, Carl, listen. When people was over in Vietnam, they got introduced to heroin and dope. That's when they introduced it to some. Hold up, Carl. Some soldiers. And if you served and got an honorable discharge, those soldiers now get $5,000 a month for free, maybe $8,000 a month for free for the rest of their life. They don't pay no. If you had a son join today, he gonna get $60,000 worth of free student loans up to 60. They're gonna pay for his education. They're gonna let him buy a house with no money down. He gonna come out with he's almost ahead of a $500,000 to millions of dollars after 3 years of serving. You can go in the military today and be a military police. It'd be tough white boys that, little crazy motherfuckers do that shit. You can go in and be a mechanic, construction, plumbing. You can build airplanes. You can fly the airplane. And all of this is for free. You're going to get...
I got to say this. There are so many men, quality good men. I can't even say even my father, men that have never had nothing to do with no military or jail, and they have taught better version of what a man is. And I
Carl,
can't dismiss.
What do you mean by
Listen, let me
better?
finish. I cannot dismiss it because that's not the only way to go. Like I said
no,
earlier, it shouldn't be used as a parameter that military and jail is the only way to teach a man how to be a man.
but he's not. He's
That's
just
not what
has it
he's
as
saying,
an
though.
example. That's not. Yeah,
He
he
wasn't using
because
an example. He was selling it like that was the end all be all. He wasn't using it as no example. He was trying to
no, that's
recruit other brothers into this thing. And the reason why I'm even more personal because see, this is the thing. Y'all guys, we're all sitting here right now. And what's been bothering me for the last 2 weeks, at any moment while you're sitting there watching TV or doing your daily routine, there's a bomb coming over here and hitting you right there in your living room.
So, Carl, what the police at? Ain't the police out there fighting? Are they still trying to lock?
Hell,
Hold
that got to do
on,
with the conversation.
Are the police still
Listen to
locking
what
up
I'm
black
saying.
folk? Are the police still locking up black folks? They never stop that in America, regardless of what war is going on.
Listen, in a world that we live in, we should be happy there is police department because guess
why?
what?
Why, Carl? We ain't that bad. Black folk only less than a million black folk go to jail and I got time in jail. Send their ass off to the war. Listen, do it back in they used to do it. You want to do 5
There's
years
so
in
much.
prison
Listen,
or 3 years in the military?
there's so much.
99% of them
there's
niggas,
so- listen,
I'll take
listen.
the military for 3,000, Jack. What you
I
talking
need
about?
I need my brother here to break this tie because obviously I got two against
So
mine.
Don't ask him.
so let me say this because to your point though, look, let me ask this first to start off. When you Dalton, you agree with this to go 3 years military, 3 years jail, right?
Hell no.
Like right now, it would be a good option with the way that men are.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you and brother at the top left corner, what was your name again?
Conferred.
That's coach. That's
So
coach.
So you agree with this too for America. Now, specifically for America.
For America
Military.
specifically. I would say, hey, listen, there's going to be levels to niggas that are smart and dumb. You a CD average, you don't want to go college, you ain't a bad kid. We're going to go and get you in here for 3-4 years. Come on, Hal. So make your life a rainbow for the rest of your life. You do the right.
For America, though?
Yes, for America. Because here's what we got. We got millions of young people every year deciding not to advance themselves in America.
Yeah.
Deciding
why is that wrong? But wait a minute. Why is that wrong?
Who said it's wrong?
So
But
if
Carl, but America is not going to take care of a man. It won't take care of a man.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't feel government or anybody.
It ain't about your feelings, Carl.
Listen,
it ain't about your feelings.
I'm telling you that I don't see it as logical that any government, anybody has the right to say this kid worked in KFC and then Home Depot, and that's it. That's all his life going to be until he gets older, more wiser, more experienced, and he advanced himself.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense, Carl.
Making it mandatory to throw him into a jail for 3 years or military. Listen,
yes,
or military or jail mandatory is insanity. Because right now, as it stands, this is something else that I got to include in this. From 18 years old to 25, they passed some federal laws saying these kids can't even get a summer youth job unless they register selective service.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Allows the government to snatch them up out of your house.
No, that makes no sense.
And go to the military. Yes, it does.
I agree for this country. I disagree with the whole military you're forced in. If it wasn't for this country, the concept is good. I would agree with the concept. I think it's necessary.
Brother, hold up. The military's not forced today, and they still meet their record.
This is what he's promoting.
But what I'm saying is
mandatory, which mandatory means force.
But he's basing it off of what we're doing out here in the streets.
So what? If that's the case, I tell you what.
So what? So the police can lock them up? No,
I got a better
solution. I don't want to. Wait. Coach, what are we doing? What are we doing out here on the streets?
I got a better solution. If you want to advertise,
what are they doing? Are they coming to your house? Are building something? Are these brothers?
I got a better solution. Grab every gang member. Listen, grab every gang.
You're trying to go somewhere. You going?
No, because this.
We ain't taking the gang members. They gonna come on their own. What we talking about? Ain't gonna be no more gang members because they gonna get educated before they go to the streets.
Every gang member
Take these old ass niggas off the
and
street,
send them to the military.
No,
send every gang member.
No.
Hold on. Send every incarcerated male violent related and put them in the military.
Oh, that's a horrible idea.
So okay, Carl. So hold on. So Carl, this is making the point even crazy. So now you're going to take somebody who's in a worse condition in their life, going to jail. Imagine for a black man. I guarantee it's probably the worst position to be in when you call yourself a 32, a 28, a 28, 25 strong black man, and some nigga look like Carl done locked you up. And now you're going to go teach them and train them to be some of the best. Guess what they're going to do? Because when you join the military, again, like I said, when you get out and you got this skill, that job is going to hire you first than the dude off the corner. That job is going to give you the opportunity to get you a house in a new...
You just contradict yourself. Because guess what? The whole premise of it was to teach you discipline and how to be a man. So you're telling me,
but that's why you in.
Listen. So you're telling me if you like going out there shooting random people and territory and drug dealing and all of that, you, sir, need to be sent where we can use you, which is in places across seas during a war. You like to shoot people? Listen, if you like to listen.
Hey, I'm going to the military this year, so.
And let me hold up. And let me tell you something.
All I'm saying is, if
you go to the military this year, I guarantee you, if you come back in another year, it's gonna be the best fucking time you ever had in your life, brother. I guarantee you that. Listen, I guarantee you that.
It's because now though I'm mentally strong enough to not get brainwashed if I go over there though.
But they ain't gonna brainwash you. What you talk about? They gonna teach your ass how to get shit done, bro.
You will get things done. But here's the thing, though. The only issue I have, right? Because you will discipline training. I agree with the issue.
They gonna tell you when to do it.
The only issue I have, you take a kid, right? Let's say a black kid, no father figure. You know who becomes his father?
Who?
The government.
No, come on, man, y'all crazy.
It's either the government.
The government saved his life.
It's either the government or the street. No, you're right. It's going to be either the government. Listen, it's either the government or the street's going to become his father.
Stop it, man. Y'all making no sense. So guess who becomes the kid's father who ain't got no father? His mother. The women in his family. Guess who become the kid's father who don't go to the military? The streets. The gang members, they become his father.
I agree. Hold on. Listen, in the last 10 years, show me a boy that's afraid of his mother. Show me a boy that listens to his mother, please.
In the last 10 years from dudes in the military, they respect all their mothers, all their big aunties. They respect them. They're not trying to fight them. They teach them.
I'm gonna say this publicly. If you like going out there carrying weapons and shooting people,
you better learn how to shoot it,
for the military. That's all I'm saying.
Learn how to aim and hit your target.
See, this is how I know you have no idea what the military is.
I'll become a police officer and lock up brothers that look like these two brothers because they black. Become a police officer and lock them up because they on the wrong side of town trying to go see his girl. Come on, Carl.
80%. Let me give you the stat.
Violent and think that what you think he gonna do when he get back to the block, Carl?
The only thing I don't really agree with is I would rather say instead of you send a kid to jail for 3 years, because that's counterproductive. That is counterproductive. That won't do shit for you.
Correct.
Instead of you send him to jail, find him.
Brother, they do. Listen, I don't know what type of they do this to white boys already. They give them the alternative when they come up in there. You ain't committed no violent crime. What you gonna do? You going to the military?
Wait. No, but we're talking about innocent people. No. Are we talking about innocent people or criminals?
Man, if you in jail, whatever drug, if you sold drugs, whatever your crime was, you can be done stabbed somebody.
Are we talking about innocent people or criminals? Because
we're talking about both. We're talking about both. He said both.
So if you're a criminal, you have no choice. But if you're an innocent person,
but brother, you out on the street, somebody attacks you, you kick them in the throat and they die. Are you a criminal?
Nah, you still going to jail.
Hold up, you going to exactly? You still going to jail? Now.
Okay, let's say you go to jail.
A criminal is somebody who's got a history. A boy 17, 18 that come out of high school that busts out windows, he ain't no criminal. We talking about a young boy that's got an opportunity to leapfrog, because everybody talk about how bad it is in their hood. This is an opportunity to leapfrog. I'm just talking about an opportunity to leapfrog. So when you get away from all the nonsense of people talking about you, and because niggas in their feelings, oh, he said I wasn't, she cheated on me. Get away from them. Go get some money in your pocket.
I hear you. I agree. I agree with that. But what I'm asking is, what about, this boy is 18 years old. What the TikTok video said when you turn 18 years old, you have two options. You either go to jail or you go to military.
That's the video.
And you haven't done nothing wrong in your life. Right. I don't agree that someone that hasn't done anything wrong should have to go to jail. I'd rather you pay a fine. But versus go to jail, because you ruined your.
But brother, y'all missed the concept. You have to commit a crime to go to jail. You have to commit a crime to go to jail. That's the whole point y'all missing.
Wait, he said that in the video?
He didn't say that in the video.
He said that
in his opinion. He said that.
I'm not understanding it.
This is what he said in the video.
Brother, you got a choice. You commit a crime, you go to jail.
He said exactly, Coach. He said exactly, mandatory that they either go to jail for 3 years or the military for 3 years. That's his take on it. That it should be mandatory.
But y'all got to bring context to it, Carl. You can't. You got to bring context.
Listen,
you don't go to jail until you commit a crime, man.
Wait. No, but coach, though, if he's a dictator.
Slow down.
There's no dictators in America. This do what we are.
This is a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical.
Ain't no hypotheticals don't work. It don't work. A hypothetical.
But this TikTok is a hypothetical. It's not real.
But they not gonna lock you. Listen to what he's saying. He said you come out of high school, you got a choice. You go to jail or you go to military. 99.99% of niggas, white boys, fat people, they go in the fucking military. You got to commit a crime for them to lock you up. It's all he's saying.
So, Coach, we talk about two different things then. You're talking about we're talking about two different things. Because what I thought we were talking about was, let's say this dude was a dictator and he's saying, if I was king, when you get out of high school, you either go into jail or you go into the military. If I was king. Now what you're saying though is he's saying is you have two options, because most of y'all niggas gonna end up in jail or you go to the military.
That's what he's saying. But in reality,
I agree with the military.
But how many options do you have in real life? You gotta be able to compartmentalize it. In real life,
hold on.
I agree with what you're saying, though. We were just talking about two different things.
Listen. Remember free will and freedom of choice. You don't give no man or no young man a freedom of choice. Let him decide for himself. Because let me tell you something.
But that's freedom of choice, Carl. If you give him,
Coach, here you got a dude that was raised by whoever, both parents, one parent, whatever. Never did a crime in his life. Never even had a fight.
No, y'all missing.
Now he's 18.
We're talking about two different things. Listen,
just listen me out. 18 years old, never had a fight before, graduated.
They never had nothing. No crime.
You're telling him at 18, in order for him to be taught how to be a man, he must spend either 3 years in jail or 3 years in the military. Why he got to have that option? Why he can't listen? Why he can't just live his life?
Okay, go live your life, work at Popeyes, be a Popeye worker. Okay, hold up. But don't come when you 40 years old crying about the world ain't giving you shit, because that's all you want to
There's no
do is work
crying.
on the.
You pick your
Come
path,
on,
and that's
man.
it. If you want to
Brother.
fix, listen. The reason why it touched me is because, like I said, if a kid wants to fix cars,
Don't become a police officer. Don't do it, because you're gonna lock up niggas. In the
If a
military, you
kid
don't lock
want
up
to fix,
niggas.
You
coach,
can fix cars in the military.
Listen.
You can learn how to fix cars in jail.
No. You don't tell him where he can fix cars. If he wants to fix cars in his house, if he want to fix cars at a dealership, whatever that boy chooses to do, let him do it. That's his life.
He don't have
y'all hold up
again.
Oh shit!
Store. So at the end of the day, this is what you call the
And
illusion.
he can sell bonnets out of his house. So
The problem that I see, listen, the problem that I see is too many adults is not allowing kids to be kids. They're not allowing them to enjoy their childhood. They're trying to rush them. No, listen. There's too many adults trying to rush kids.
Bring up a correct point does not mean that correct point has anything to do with our conversation. I can say right now, well, Carl, the sky is blue. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. He said 18. Leave the kids out of it.
Adults, Carl. We talking about grown ass men.
Let him be his own.
I want to hear shit about nothing else other than would America benefit from our youth right now for the next 20 years having a decision, bro. It's mandatory that you must serve in the military because you ain't shit. You're on TikTok wearing goddamn purses. The number one fucking job right now is being an influence. You can't do shit with your hands. You have no goddamn discipline. You can't regulate your emotions. Our testosterone is at the lowest that it's ever been.
And
right
jail
now,
and the
shit next year. You have a choice.
Jail and the military is not.
Wait, Dalton.
You say no, you go to jail.
Dalton,
but jail,
Dalton, the IDF
jail and the military is not the place to learn that.
Dalton, for the IDF, what happens if they don't join?
They go to jail. It's mandatory.
They go to jail. I do agree. Okay, look, if for America, that'd be the smartest move. That'd be the best move. That'd be the best thing. That'd be the best thing.
No, y'all. Listen, man, America's built on.
Y'all taking away. Listen, you're taking away, and regardless of however y'all feel.
Carl, it's only 3 goddamn years.
Listen.
Why you gonna say you're taking away to school, Carl?
For men?
Listen, I don't care. Listen. I don't care if it's for 1 year. You do not interfere with anybody that's breathing human rights, free will, and freedom to choose whatever they choose.
Where that God you're not paying attention to your own surroundings, bro. That shit ain't working.
Let me say this, man.
Working, Carl.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Listen, man, and listen. That's why I love listening to other people. I'm glad my son listens to me, right? Because when he got to a certain age, it was shit he was gonna do. He ain't had no negotiation about it. And sometimes you got to see on the other end of the accomplishments that you can do based off the work that you put in. This is the problem where America's coming to now. Everybody's not.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Coach. So are y'all? Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna put it to just Coach. Let me put it around the table. Do y'all feel?
Ain't about feel. Do we believe? No.
Let me ask the question about what y'all believe. Would y'all believe that every male every black male, let me start there, is ready, prepared, or have the men's, as we call the men's ray, do you think every black male can handle being in jail or handle being in the military?
Yes.
Not jail, Carl. Hold on, Carl. Not jail. But that makes no sense, man. Your question,
it
Carl.
Makes a lot of sense if you think.
Hold on, Carl. Police lock niggas up every day. It's a black man locking up a black boy right now, saying, "Nigga, you going to jail, regardless of how you feel."
I agree. I think if we're talking about black men, I think black men could handle anything. We went through slavery.
Listen, why not? Hold up. Where else in the world can y'all slow ass kids go and learn and get paid for free? Where else in the world? Nowhere. No, brother. And this is why, if you go into the military, everything that you're doing, you just gonna be able to do it at 2 more levels. Is all I'm saying. All the thinking and learning that you're doing, you're gonna be able to learn and grow on 2 more levels. the vision that you see in America, when you go see the world, when you come back to America, you'll be like, I'm going to go up 2 more levels in that short of a time. Now, what it's going to do is give you a focus on everything that you say you can accomplish. You're going to be able to do that shit. Now, again, the people coming out of high school this year, a lot of them will choose to hang around the kin folk and drink the smoke and go out and make the baby. Those be the same people in 10 years, 15 years, talking about you got to give them some money. Still begging. Teenagers figuring it out, right? That's the problem. Yeah. And guess who they gonna live with? They gonna live with y'all. They gonna be trying to live with you as a grown man.
I agree with you. I think Carl just don't agree with the fact that they have to go. They're gonna go to jail.
But if you commit a crime,
well, no. But wait.
Let me slow down for a minute. Welcome to the $10 super chat from Wife Podcast. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Like school.
Thank you.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Ooh, I got an idea. Right. Remind me, I got an
idea. All right. So now that I got the response that I got from your brothers, thank God this is being recorded. Let's segue into the next question, which I know, based on y'all responses, this one is a doozy. Single parents raising baby boy part 2 and female versions of baby boy. Deal breaker or no? Deal breaker or no? We have to play
version of baby boy. I don't know what that is.
Single parents raising baby boy part 2 and female versions of baby boy. Deal breaker or no? Right, look at the video, listen to the video, and let's go from there. Evo, we need to run that.
If I understand what the hell a female baby boy is.
You know what a female baby boy is. Come on now.
The niggas, they the niggas that don't go to the military. I'm saying.
Yes, Coach, I can't wait.
Wrong lazy kid a deal.
Run it.
Commented this. He said, let's talk about these women with grown sons who live at home with no game plan, no job, and no future, no accountability, no anything. Now, when I say grown, I mean 27. I was engaged to a woman and broke it off due to this situation. Okay, question is, can y'all offer him some advice? Give him the best advice that you can for this situation. It's a lot of women out here who coddle their sons. And a lot of times it's because they're overcompensating for the dad not being there or something that they messed up on, them not being there when they were younger, whatever the case may be, and or they don't got no man. So this boy who is living in their home, who is their son, is the
wow. Well, you broke it.
Hey, can I go first?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, please.
Okay, look. If we're giving advice to the son that's living there still.
To the man that dated the woman.
The man that's dating the woman. Is that a deal breaker or no?
Son, yeah.
You're dealing with a woman. She has a grown son in her household. Okay, that could be anywhere from 18.
Is that your woman? Is that the woman you gonna marry after you get out of the military?
No. Don't stretch it. Listen to the question.
No.
Single parent.
I'll keep it simple. I thought we were asking different. Hell no, I'm good.
Why not?
Or no? Is it a deal breaker or no?
It's a deal breaker.
Damn, that's a deal breaker for y'all.
Look, the man's 27 years old.
I said 18.
He's older than Dapper.
Living at home. 18 to 27, living at home with mom. No job, not doing nothing. What's the advice you can give a dude that's dealing with a woman with that situation?
Okay, so the advice I'm giving for the dude, the advice I'm giving to the son?
No, it's your friend. It's your friend.
Oh, it's my friend, and he's going in that situation.
Yes, do that.
You got a 25-year-old son in the house, and I'm
come on, man. What you tell your friend? Go ahead, man. She fine. I want her. You want her? I'll take her.
Hey, man.
I'll tell him this. I'll be like, hey, look. I'll be like, get that boy to go to the military and then do what you do and make sure that.
Man, he ain't doing all that, man. He ain't doing all that.
It's a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker. You got to get him out of this.
He's at home. Look, He's at home, like Carl said earlier. He figuring it out. He doing what he want to do.
Ain't none of that.
Come on,
Ain't none of
man.
that garbage. Look, because the advice that I would get if I came in, I have to come in as what I am, which is a man and a father figure, right? So I will come in and I'll be like, first and foremost, you 27? Yeah, all the other shit you tried didn't work. You have to go to the military because you have to be broken down to be rebuilt. That's
Man, I ain't going nowhere, man. This is my mama's house, nigga. What you want over here?
Oh, then we gonna box. We gonna
What you
box.
think? Hold on.
We gonna box.
So now you think? So now you think you gonna clap? Now you think you gonna clap my mama's cheeks and you done fought me? Man, please, man, stop. Man, all right, you gonna fight me every day.
Now, freeze right there for a minute because Dap, your answer is what?
Dap will.
Dap, what's your answer?
It's very simple, man. If I'm in that situation, well, if I'm in that situation, bro, like I'm gonna help him get on his feet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna start implementing some rules, some discipline. And at the end of the day, if he don't listen, I'm gonna explain to his mama. Say how? Oh, it's real easy, man. So for me,
easy,
I have a lot of trades that I can do. What I've seen is I would take him with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, man, I'm gonna make you an
Man, I ain't going with you. What you talking about, nigga? I ain't going with you.
Still,
there's a game all night.
Here's the thing, son. Me and your mama, we're getting married. And a part of us getting married is that
nigga, you not marrying my mom. You crazy.
Yeah, because
man, she don't even like you.
I already been.
She was with another dude last night.
What you think I was doing here at 3:00 in the morning?
Man, she was clapping another nigga last night, man. So it ain't you, bro.
That's cool. Now, why you ain't had no girls in here? That's right, because you still.
It don't matter about me. You ain't marrying my mama.
Hey, you can't stop me. You can't whoop
watch
me.
What I tell her.
So give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Stop. Now, I got to add in something because I asked this question for a reason. All these questions are always methodical for a reason. It's not a son. It's not a son now. It's 18 to 27-year-old daughter that's living in the household, unemployed, not contributing towards nothing. What's your answer, brothers?
Is she overweight?
It don't matter. Is she fat, nigga? She gonna stay fat. You ain't got nothing to do with that. What you talking about?
No, I'm telling you, if she's overweight,
just answer the question. Listen. There's a reason for this. Give me the clock. It's a daughter, 18 to 27. Is that a deal breaker?
Okay, so is she still a single mother? No father?
She's still a single mother. You're still, listen.
Shit, nigga, that's hard, bro.
Y'all don't want to hear what I'm about to say.
I know hella females in that situation. That's it.
Hold up. So ain't no dudes going in there capping, saving them with the kids that's over 21?
Hey, listen.
Man, they gonna be eating up all your. They gonna eat up all your chips.
Hold on. I'm trying to establish here. Is
you
this
paying all the bills in that situation? You a fool.
Coach, let me do this real quick because I'm trying to figure out: is there some sort of double standards that men are implementing because the son is different than the daughter?
Yes.
Yes,
no.
Different.
Yes.
You cannot have a double standard.
It's not different.
You can only have double standards.
It's different. It's different.
Why?
Not equal. So there's no double standard.
So let me get this straight. Y'all got listen. Let me get this straight. So y'all saying brothers don't mind clapping those cheeks as long as the son gets up and get a job and contribute, but the daughter don't have to?
No, it's not what I said.
No, but I never said that. I said, for me personally, in the beginning, I'm not choosing them either way to make them my wife or something like that. Unless you want to join my concubine, I ain't making them my damn. You feel me? Like my life partner. I'm not making them my life partner. That's not what I'm doing. But there is a double standard, though. If it's a man at 27 years old that could challenge me with violence, and
I'm challenge you at 21. I'm 21.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Versus a female, you at 18. Come on.
Versus a female who typically is looking for a provider. You know what I'm saying?
He was looking.
There is a double standard.
So what you're saying is it's a deal breaker. So what you're saying is it's a deal breaker if the son is 18 through 27, but if it's a daughter 18 through 27, it's no problem.
It's
It's a
what he said.
problem.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Why you
I'm saying it's a
worried
deal
about
breaker either way. The situation is
Oh, you're
good
saying it's a
either
deal
way.
breaker either way.
Either
Dapper,
way. But
And it's the-
what I'm
hold on,
establishing is there is a
hold on.
double standard, though.
Hold on. Forget about that for a second. You're saying it doesn't matter either way. It's a deal
It
breaker.
doesn't. For me to
Dapper,
marry you,
what
you
you
trying to
saying?
say this is my partner? I'm coming in to save the family.
Listen,
I ain't doing this,
but
man.
you have to. You're gonna pay all the bills while they laying around eating up all your cookies and shit.
Listen,
Coach
stop
Money.
it. Dapper,
Go pay
is there
all
a
the
difference?
bills.
Hold on.
Come on.
Dapper, is there a difference between an 18 to 27-year-old male or female to clap them cheeks? Yes or no?
100% is different. 100%. Now I'm clapping cheeks out of the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm in them cheeks now. Okay, y'all niggas already know.
So you're saying that it's okay
I
for
approach a 27-year-old female staying with her mom is going to be completely different than the way I'm approach a 27-year-old man, because a man is supposed to be a provider.
But
right?
the question is, would it be a deal breaker for you? That's all I want to know.
Said no.
He said no. I said yes. Either way.
So that's what I'm trying to isolate. You're saying that it's okay with you if she got a daughter, 18 to 27, laying up with no job, nothing, not contributing nothing. But you're saying, Brother Herbal, that it's a problem either way. Coach, what you got? Coach, what you got?
Man, it's a problem either way.
Yeah, it's a
what we talking about? And this is why I'm glad. This is why I'm glad my son listened to me, right? Because he has no children, right? And if he wants to have full autonomy over raising his slow ass kids, I'm gonna be a granddaddy. I'm gonna get you all the sugar and run you home. But it's gonna be up to him to make sure his son is being strong and being consistent in the house, in the school. It's gonna be on him to do that. So it's a problem either way. I would say start for any woman. And this is why I'm glad to see the younger sisters sort of leapfrogging the older sisters, because they're not giving it up like they aunties were. They preserving it. And when they come around into their little 35, not most, some, listen, I ain't gonna say it's a big old jump, but I'll take a 20% jump. I'll take a 20% jump. I ain't listen. Okay, I'll take 5. But Carl, what I'm trying to say is this. Hold on, Carl. Because this is very important, right? Because again, you have adult children, and apparently you've been involved with this woman for some years. And if those kids don't have aspirations to go on and be better and get out of those twin size ass beds and grow up and go get their own little space so they can have some dinners, then everybody's failing. You're going to be paying all the bills because dumb people like to leave lights on and run up your all the extra stuff. Hold up, Carl.
I get that.
But again, that goes for a man and a woman. If my daughter's smart per se, take your little ass to college, go learn to be something, or go learn and be a medic in the military. And listen, you can go be a nurse and a medic and still get paid to learn in the military, or you can sit around with Bonquisha now and run your ass to the club, and you can start getting caught up in this dumb shit. No, everybody got to work. If you in the house, goddammit, your ass gotta work.
Can I bring
you gotta work? You gotta do something.
I have to include the surprise to why that question is present. After listening to y'all, do y'all realize that y'all making boundaries and rules and all these ultimatums and all this stuff? Like, you're not even married to the woman. So therefore, as far as I'm concerned, now I'm answering. A woman got an 18, 27-year-old male or female son, daughter living in a house. That's not my concern. You know why? Because I'm not married to her yet. If I was married to her, listen, if I was married to her, then I could see where my input has to be. But if you're just dating,
Carl, I ain't gonna never listen to your ass.
Listen, if you're just listen to what I'm saying,
bro.
If you're just hold on, excuse me. You need to pay attention more. Like I said, that's why it said deal. That's why I said deal breaker or not. Deal breaker or not comes when you're dating, not when you're married. When you're married, whoa. The point I'm making is a lot of brothers like to, how you say, dictate a household of a male of the household, and you're not even married to the woman. You have to reserve yourself. That's like saying I don't.
Married to you to be the man
I'm
in the
dating.
house, nigga.
That's
Paperwork
what,
don't make
listen.
you the fuck out of here.
Listen.
What's wrong with that nigga, boy?
Listen.
Carl, you putting brothers behind the 8 ball, brother. You putting brothers in a position.
What I'm observing is a lot of guys are putting the 8 ball, the horse before the carrot. You want to dictate that you're the man of the house. They're the man of the house, and you just coming by there visiting, clapping cheeks, and dating. When you step up to the point of marriage to the woman, listen, man. Listen for a minute. If you are dating a woman, you can't tell her how to run the household. When you're married to her, when you're married to her, now you can dictate why you don't like socks hanging around.
If she's not going to listen to you when you're dating, she's damn sure not going to listen to you
when she get married. What are we talking
about? Out of your mind, brother.
Right.
Carl, you lost it, bro.
I didn't lose it.
Carl,
if you cannot get a woman to listen to you in the dating phase, she ain't going
to
listen
to
shit you
It's
say.
not about, no, we're not talking about listening. Listen.
Huh?
Can you please listen and really process what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's not about process. It's not about if the woman. No
matter how much time you explain, it's not gonna make it better.
Listen, this is not about the woman listening. This is not about dominance or none of that. Because I know where you're going. This is about please, brother, come over here because I'm dealing with too many testosterone here. I need understanding here, brother.
Hey, it's the barbershop. What you want me to
tell but see, this is where you need to use the logic God gave you, right? When you're dating a woman, you cannot, just because you're visiting, tell her how to run her household.
But Carl, you added, but Carl, stop, hold on, Carl, because I got ready. Hold on, Carl. Slow down, because you add little nuances and context to it.
I didn't ask nothing.
Hold on. Listen. You just said visiting. Now there's two different. You add all these different scenarios. If a man and a woman are just dating, she can come over to my house and get buck wild, butt naked. I'll visit her house. Maybe she made some dried chicken, and the kids are around. It's an easy game. You walk in the house, and then she got some teenage kids who's supposed to be in school, and the house is nasty. And you think you want to be with her because you like them big cheeks, you walking into a death trap. You're going to be miserable. If you coming over on a Friday, Saturday, and they looking at you to bring your Uber Eats and all that, you the fool.
When is the best time when you're dating a woman, in all of y'all opinion, when is the best time while dating the woman? You don't live there, you're not married to her. When is the best time for you to start chastising her kids?
Chastising? You're not chastising. Ain't nobody chastising me. If I gotta chastise somebody else's kids,
I'm asking a simple question. When you're dating a woman, when is the right time? When is the best time? When is the right time to chastise or critique when it comes to her kids?
Well, here's what I'm gonna say though. Carl, I think you're under the assumption that I would ever date a woman in that situation. I would never date you. I would just be clapping cheeks. That's it.
So
I would never date you. They could call it whatever they want. I'm just clapping cheeks.
So if that's the case, Herbal, what I'm saying again to these gentlemen that they keep missing is if you're just there to clap cheeks, as Coach said, she got a nice booty. Her having an 18 to 27-year-old male or female children in a household is not your problem.
I mean, it's not. If I'm just clapping cheeks, it's not my problem. I'm under the impression that because I said married. I would never marry that. I would never marry that. I would never date that. I would never.
I only did that. I only did that because I know Dapper is not looking in that ring. That's why I said that.
Wow.
Okay. I have to say things on purpose.
Because Dapper is in the clapping cheeks phase of his life.
Right.
What you mean phase?
So this is why I said, this is why I said, Herb, this is why I know when I talk, I know the audience. Right? So I have to tailor the questions and my responses accordingly because I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
When you're dating, when you're dating and that woman got an 18-year-old to 27-year-old son or daughter, I strongly believe you don't have not a damn thing to say until you get to the level of marriage as a man.
No.
Because
Wait, you said
prior to
you said
that,
it again though. You said dating. That
dating,
means we're in a relationship.
right?
Like that's a relationship. I would never be in that situation.
But you have got. But I'm saying you wouldn't. But there's guys that, like in the video, that are in situations like that.
If they
Calm.
are, if they are dating though,
45.
if you are dating, because if you're dating someone, more than likely the goal is to be together forever.
Maybe,
Married, right?
unless they're around Herbal or Dapper, they just there to clap cheek. So that's
Well,
an
that's two different things. You can't be doing both. You can't be clapping cheeks and dating. You're either dating or
But
clapping
see,
cheeks.
this is the
Right.
thing. It can be construed either way
No,
because
it won't.
remember, you have your intentions of clapping cheek. She thinks it's about to be a relationship.
It
So
don't
No,
matter
she
what
she,
she
don't.
What
thinks.
she think?
Hold on. It don't even work like that, man.
Dapper, you don't
No,
listen. Hold on.
no. Women know
Dapper and
exactly
Herb,
what
I'm going
they're
to speak to the
doing.
clappers here. Okay. Do you when you meet a chick? When you meet a chick, do you honestly come out and say, "Hey, my name is so and so. I just want to clap cheeks. I don't want to. I just want to clap
Depends on the
cheeks."
environment.
And my environment, my ass. You know damn well you don't communicate or put
Oh,
that out there.
At 30,
Be careful.
at 30, that's definitely
brother,
time to come.
Careful,
I don't got
Carl.
time to
brother.
waste. But
Everybody,
Carl, be
everybody over
careful.
20,
Carl.
everybody you meet at the club, everybody
Be
you meet
careful,
and y'all clapping
Carl.
cheeks within the week, y'all know exactly what it
I
is.
got
And what are we
release,
talking
Carl.
about?
Be very
She know
careful.
you come around on Wednesdays. Y'all ain't in no relationship. Y'all clapping. People know what they doing.
You don't want to see me in
Listen,
the gym with
and
my shirt
everybody ain't
off.
built. Listen, this is how you know, right? You go over somebody's house, right? She got a son. He meets you at the door. Who are you? Checking you. And niggas ain't today ain't got communication skills because he gonna if he's at that house, he gonna be like, man, who are you? I'm here to see your mama. Mama, some nigga named Carl out here for you. He gonna already try you at the door. Now you gonna come in the house and look at him. He gonna look at you, and then he gonna size you up. And now what situation you in? You gonna just date her? Yeah, baby, I'm gonna move in with you and shit, knowing she already letting you know the
Wait a minute,
son
what?
ain't going nowhere. But
Men
you
don't move in with women. Clarify
talking,
that.
you talking about that's what dudes are doing?
Yeah, no,
Dudes,
I said there are dudes that do it, but don't make
hold up.
that like
Ain't
you
a
know.
lot of dudes look called. Those days is over. Those
No,
days is
listen. I only said because you mentioned when you say call, I ain't moving in with nobody. I got my
okay.
own shit.
So take it off for you. Take it off
Okay.
for the brothers who actually doing it,
But there
right?
are guys, I agree, they are
Okay,
moving in with
but
chicks.
again, those guys, if from the lens I see it, a guy that would move in that way, he got low self-esteem anyway. It's got
Right.
something to do before the woman come along because again, if most they say man ain't getting no cheeks, all you singing niggas running around here lying, everybody lying. So if you ain't getting none, you should be in good shape anyway. And so when she run up on you, you can drag her these overweight lovers around the house. You can pick them up, you know what I'm saying, and do your man thing. But again, when you got a 6'4" son that challenge you, you got to at least develop some type of conversation, have some type of
wait,
level of, you know,
so
when you
Carl,
meet a
you think
kid,
that
you gotta talk to him. You can't just come over because a dude, man, come on, Carl. Niggas know they mamas getting their cheeks clapped. You act like people are dumb out here. They
No, they're
fucking in the
not.
same house.
Even an
Oh,
8-year-old knows their
teenagers
mother.
today are fucking in the
Listen,
same house. They
listen,
mamas and daddies are fucking
listen.
in. What do we?
Even a 7-8-year-old kid knows that mom's in the back getting her cheeks clapped. So
So
I
you think
understand
it?
that.
My dad is 7 or 8, Carl. You wow. 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I'm not, listen.
wait, hold on. But Carl, you think that there's people out here, there's men out here, and I'm sure there may be, but you think that there's men out here that are trying to dictate the son's life or the kid's life in the relationship while they
Yes.
clapping the mom?
Yes,
While they
that's what it is.
clapping mom. During the dating phase, there are guys out here that think
That are doing that.
that just
So
because
you think that's
they're
wrong though?
just because they're involved with the
You think
woman,
it's wrong.
that they can also exude that whole
Right.
yeah, I'm the man of the house shit.
But you
And
think that's wrong?
it's premature because again, you're not married to her.
But they have a child. That's premature. That's mature
The
to me.
woman
They have a
has
whole
the
kid.
child. It's not your child. The
Yeah, but then
woman
she
the
has a
child.
kid, so it's like the way I see it. If someone's coming and they're trying to establish discipline, it seems like they're trying to really be with you. So
yes, that's an appearance. But my thing, listen,
That's
that's
not
an
an
appearance. But my thing is
No.
this: you as a hold on, Dapper. Let me explain, please. You as a grown man dealing with a chick, you know she has 2 sons or 1 son, 1 daughter, whatever. And you know they're between the ages of 18 and 27. They got no job, they living in there, whatever. It doesn't matter. You as a man cannot come in
18
that
and
house.
27 though? That's 2 grown men.
I said
Grown
either
men.
way, no matter
Grown
how you
men.
wanna, I'm
Yeah.
leaving a dealer's choice. It's blank. She can have 1 son, 1 daughter, 2 sons, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you
What I'm
said
saying
18,
is
just the age alone, they're fully grown.
18 to 27, they laying
They
up.
grown ass people.
My point, and this is what the video point was, you as a man, even though you're coming and dating and trying to do whatever, clap cheeks, relationship, whatever, you have to know when you can say something, critics, chastise, whatever.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's all
I mean, I agree with that. You have to know when to say it, but if
as
you're coming in to be with her, you got to say something.
But no, you don't got to until it's solidified that y'all are living together, marriage, that type of situation.
I mean, you might never get married, but my thing is, if she or he is 18, that's a fully grown adult. If I were to come in, I'm not gonna say something off rip, right? Obviously, like you said, it's timing, but at the same time, I have to establish that I'm here. And
I get that, but
you're an adult, I'm an adult, but she gotta go if that's what I decide. If you want to be with me, though.
You cannot clap cheeks, date, or be involved with a woman, let's say a year or 2, and all of a sudden you're gonna come out your mouth as a man call about, oh, he got to get a job, nigga. When you put a ring on
wait, if I can do that, if I want to, I can do that if I have intentions of being with her. If I want to be with her, I can do that. I can do that. If I see my life with her, and the reason I say that is because she already had 18 years raising a fully grown adult. We don't have time to waste. I gotta come in and say, hey, this is what it is. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this. I gotta play devil's advocate. How does she know you're gonna marry her and be around her that long?
Hey, that's on her. That's on her though.
Oh, it's on her. All right.
That's on her. But as a man, I don't think men are going in. I don't think men are going in and trying to establish dominance over 18 fully grown adults. Because that brings on responsibility. I don't think so. If there are, it's a small population. That's what the small. Because at 18, that's a grown adult.
That's what the video was saying. Dude is
but they talking about such a minute. Like, you better off clapping the 18-year-old daughter if it's a daughter. You got better chances.
No, still, if you 25 and under, then that might be your lane. But if you 35 and over, if you're looking at the 18-year-old like she's something you want, something wrong.
Okay, so yeah, I'm 30. So there you go. There.
You stay 25, 22 and up is your lane. Everybody that can go to the club. Everybody that can go, and the reason why I give it an age because you can go to the club. You want every woman that you can meet at the club, not the kid that can't go to the club. You don't want that type of woman. Just stay with the grown adults, and you're gonna find a lot that you can work with from 21.
Let me get down to this next one, so this way we don't get behind schedule. Are we the example of what we tell kids not to be or do? And are we the example of men we want women to avoid or be with? The question again, are we the example of what we tell kids not to be or do? And are we the example of men we want women to avoid or be with?
As a whole, Carl? As a whole?
It's a 2-part question.
No, we're not.
No for both.
Yeah, I would say both because, like, in some eyes, because honestly, bro, for me, if I was a girl, bro, you know what I'm saying, I would be smart enough to acquire someone who has already made it in life. But most women are just not intelligent. They don't know how to do it. So me personally, if I was a girl,
I can't listen.
I would go be a trophy wife.
Stop. We're gonna run the video.
Allow me to finish what I'm saying, please. Can you allow me to just finish what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I would be a trophy wife. Now, as it comes in today's day and age, I'm a fantastic pick for women right now. You feel me?
Oh, shit.
Great fucking pick.
Talk your shit, boy.
I can't wait. Listen,
I'll just say no. I'm not a bad example. Like,
Allow
no.
me to finish. I am nowhere the man that I envision myself to be, that I want to be. I still feel like I have so much more to accomplish. So as a man, I do feel incomplete. But where I am now is still, compared to my colleagues, leagues and above. Hell yeah, you better choose a nigga like me. Are you insane?
So
your answer is no then too. So your answer is no.
Accomplish this shit I'm trying to accomplish. So hell yeah.
Okay, Dapper, let's break this down so everybody get a chance to answer this.
I mean, I just answered first.
Are we the example of what we tell kids not to be or do? Dapper?
Not to be. So are we a bad example? No, I'm not a bad example.
That's the question. Are we?
You got a negative and a positive in the question.
Because this is the question. That's the thing. It's introspect to be honest with ourselves.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, no, I'm not a bad example.
Are we an example to tell kids what not to be, or what not to do? Are we that example?
Or to avoid? No, I'm not that example.
Well, it would have to be yes, because if I'm living my life a certain way, I'm not doing the dumb shit. So then yes, I would be the example of what not to do. But that's what I'm saying. It's a foolish,
Wait, what?
It's a silly way to break. Exactly. It's the way he phrased the question.
So Carl, hold on, Carl. Before you move the goalpost.
See what I'm saying?
Because I want to ask.
Hold on. I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm gonna play the video so this way you get a better understanding. Because, like I said, every question is tied together for a reason. That's why we started with the military thing and got into the single parent deal breaker thing, and now we're dealing with this. There's a reason for it. Because it's an introspect thing. Can we run that video number 3, please? Evo? That's the Peter Guns, my man.
Peter Guns, come on, man. He's a jerk type nigga.
Stop. Don't do that. That's my brother. Please.
I use these examples.
You don't even look like you.
Stop. That's my brother.
Salute to the light skin.
Can't tell your kids, do as I say, not as I do. But that's, you know how you be like, yo, don't be like me. Like my pops was a drinker. Don't be like me, don't drink. You got to set the example, because everything I told this nigga not to do, he did it. Yo, Core, I regret every tattoo I got. It's tatted on. Yo, Core, this rap shit ain't what you think. It's up and down. You don't, he raps. Core, don't carry no gun. They not playing around. 3 to 9. Gun charge. So idolizes me. So even though I'm saying don't be like me, he's watching all the people gravitate to me. Nah, I want to be just like that. You know what I mean? So we got to start setting examples for our kids to be like us and stop saying don't be like me.
It's kind of hard though because of peer pressure. So it's not really the parents. It's like,
well, you know what it is? Maybe so, but at the same time, his father had a goddamn hit record out.
That's what I was about to say.
Girls is all around him. Why wouldn't I want to be like you, Pops?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I'm just saying for the next generation, if I could tell the kids, one day you're going to have a kid and he's going to look up to you, make better examples for him than I did. I didn't leave good examples for my kids, not at no age. Yeah. Even as an older man doing love and hip hop, that wasn't the best example to leave for your fucking family.
Yeah, but I wouldn't blame the parent. I wouldn't blame the parent. I would blame whoever they're around.
If you the parent, though, they're around you seeing you do that.
No, not the hustling and the other stuff, like the certain things that you do pick up on the street.
There's a lot of blame to go around, but we got to take that blame in the household.
You got to take that shit.
Be like, yo, the teacher this, the teacher that. Teach the nigga at home. So I tell black men, you can't tell your kid.
So that was the premise of the question, is because are we an example of what we tell the kids not to be or do? And are we the example? And I just added a caveat, which was, that's why it's a 2-part question.
To avoid. Yeah.
Do we ever self?
Oh.
Brother, can I finish?
Yes, well, shit.
The caveat to the second question is pertaining to women, because we all know women. So are we the best example when it comes to what women, example of men we want women to avoid or be with? Which one? If you look at yourself, Dapper, would you say that you're the type of man that women should avoid or be with? That's the self-evaluation I want guys to look at.
Right.
Okay, so for one, that for you to take that from the video, that's 2 different things. Because
I know
you can't. It's hard to emulate. Now to touch on what he said, just understand something. When you allow your semen to go into a child, that semen is set. Whoever you are as that person, that's what that child's going to be. So you can't now, as you're going through life and learning stuff, you can't now change the direction of that seed you planted. You already planted an apple seed. It's not going to turn into an orange later. You know what I'm saying? So his mindset of that, you got to say something different, it's impossible because that DNA is already in him like it was in you. Now, as far as the women go, obviously every man should be working to be the man that a woman would choose, because that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you would say no to that, it really wouldn't make any sense, because then what were you doing with your life? Like, are you just a bum? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the problem right there, right? But that's the problem. That's why I'm glad my son ain't chasing women. I'm glad my son is going and finding his life's purpose by doing shit, and the women will come to you. I don't understand people don't never do something for, but don't never do something for a woman, because all women will see you wherever they see you, and some women you don't want to see you if you got focus going on, because women see you, the ones that's having shit going on, and they will gravitate to you. And when you get to chasing the booty, then you already lost as a man. You already lost. His son saw his lifestyle. He was making babies in a traumatic lifestyle. Being a rapper, especially a gangster rapper, that's a traumatic lifestyle. You got to have fake beefs. You got to do what the man say, put out the demonic music. They're going to have weed around you, smoking around you. And he was bringing his kid into that environment instead of saying, you know what, son, this shit over here is for the money. When I do this over here, it's for the money. When I come home to you, we getting down to the nitty gritty. And he's showing the example how he has evolved, because most boys don't get to grow up with a father that's talking to him, that's telling them you can't do that shit. So now he's seeing the repercussions of what he was doing. He's telling on himself, and it ain't. And it really,
that's called.
But those guys, listen, it's a lot of niggas who ain't doing shit getting all the pussy, and all you niggas out here working ain't getting no pussy and crying about it. So it got to go to the who's teaching that son to be the best person, regardless of our age. Who's sitting down with them, giving them the confidence and not falling privy to these propaganda.
But see, this is where I didn't want people to drag on about. Are we the best example that we tell children? I got to ask the question. Earl, do you have children, Earl?
Yeah, I got 2 boys.
Okay. So when you do self-reflection, would you say that you're the best example, that if you saw your sons doing the same thing you was doing, that's something to be proud about?
Yes, that's why I answered. That's why I said, yeah, I'm not a bad example. I'm the best example. I want my sons to be just like me.
Okay. I know what we want. No, but that's the thing. I know what we want.
It's as simple as that. As a man, like in the video, they're talking about setting the example after the fact. Yeah, once your kid is born,
after the fact.
Once your kid is born, you have to. Everything else changes. You have to be the example. There's no trying anymore. You got to be the example. So if my kids grow up to be like me, I'm cool with it. If there's a girl out there, if my daughter found someone like me, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Simple.
Because I work at it every single day. It's as simple as that. Ain't no. If you a rapper, for those dudes and they trying to set the example in that lifestyle, that shit don't make no sense. You might have to just give up that lifestyle. There's too many temptations. You can't fight all of that. You just gotta give up.
They're not gonna give it up because they addicted to the money. And they're addicted to the money, and they're addicted to the women.
You gotta do something else.
Listen, man.
It's a lifestyle in general, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like saying the perfect example is crazy, because again, I know that there are things that I would like to do better. I obviously want my children to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I still know that there's room on the chalkboard for some improvements. But again, I'm doing a great job.
But Dapper, let's just get it.
But You know?
But this is where I'm saying younger brothers are getting that vision early. This ain't the days of the 80s and 90s and 2000s. These younger men and younger women are taking a better stance on their own life. And they not going to get out here and be talking about all the dumb shit they was doing. They getting away from that. All this little fake beef that we got, the selling of drugs. And even with that, less than 1% of us go to jail, men or women. We got a million people probably in jail, and that's and I ain't gonna say in jail, under the penal system at any time. That means home incarceration, things like that. And the numbers are unfortunately rising for women because women who are a lot of out here crashing out without the male father leadership, they starting to crash out. You start to see it, and the kids that's caught up under it, they're gonna be groomed by the lifestyle of the adults. I don't understand this, man. It's certain things my son wasn't gonna see me do. And when he got to the age that he could see it, I'm gonna talk to him. My father, I appreciate my father even more because he told me that shit. He tell me the real. He tell me the snakes that's out here that want to put the weed in your face and drink. You got to be strong enough to say no. And a lot of people don't have the conversation early enough. We assume that they don't know. Now we know, and technology is speeding up the dumbass information. They're gonna have Michael Jackson as a white boy in 5 years, and niggas gonna be talking about, yeah, he was white.
I ain't gonna lie. Using technology to speed up the dumb information is a fantastic way to describe what the hell is going on. Because most of y'all are grown and still think y'all spinning, man.
Let me
grown as hell. You just 1,000 miles an hour. Y'all just don't even have a clue.
Let me get back in the driver's seat. I'm one of them guys that I used to say it, but I'm gonna say it correctly because when I say it the way I used to, people always went left with it. But I used to take my goddaughter on dates. Okay, I take her to dates since she was 15 because I wanted her to see what a man is supposed to do when he's dating you. So pulling out the chairs, open the door, pay for the meal. I wanted her to experience that. Once she's now understanding this is the proper interaction you have with a man, as now she's what, 21, 22? She knows. She knows because she was already taught.
Relationship?
She was taught because everything has to be taught.
Is she in a relationship?
No, she's in college.
You said 24, 22?
Her mindset from being taught is guys come later. She get her degree.
You taught her that shit?
Yeah, make her get her degree, stay working, get your own shit together, your own car, your own place, and you're making a certain amount of money. So now when a guy comes to you, if he doesn't make the same or more, there's not even a conversation.
Why not?
I'm not gonna hold you, brother. You know that I love you.
Because we're not dealing. Listen.
So you didn't teach her how to be a wife.
Let me finish.
That's the worst advice.
One thing she was very privy to a lot of conversations I had.
Does she know how to be a wife? Am I gonna want her at 27 when she got out her
very much? Yes.
Then she's gonna get married out of college.
Sir. She is so. Listen. One thing she knows is how to deal with the opposite sex. Mentally,
deal with Carl.
She know how to deal, meaning that she already got the science on how to interact. She already got the science of all the trickeries. She understands.
Hold on, Carl, but you ain't said nothing about what she knows about being that woman.
Nothing. She don't know shit. That's what I'm saying.
You talking about how to get her own house?
Black woman, the same advice you just said for the last 30 years, and it has failed miserably. Carl.
I don't think
colossal failure.
There's nothing.
You think she's going to succeed where the rest of the world has been failing in the last 30 goddamn years, Carl?
I don't think you understand what you're saying. I think you're trying to make a point with no information or no knowledge of what you're talking about.
Oh, do you want to look this up? Because I literally just had this debate with somebody else. I have the stats.
Listen. She is understood on what it takes to be successful. She understands what
successful in marriage or successful in the world, because you're teaching her how to be a nigga.
No. Independent is one thing. Interdependency is another. She has the best of both.
Carl,
And I'm only bringing her up. Listen, I'm
No, we're
bringing
not
her up
trolling.
only
No,
because,
we're not bad.
again, back to the.
I like
I'm bringing her up to make a
Does
point.
she know how to be a wife?
Of course she does.
What
She know how to
skills
get her
did you
own
teach
car,
her?
her own
What
money.
skills
Yeah.
did you teach her on how
Feminist
to be a
mindset.
wife?
Yes, she does.
What skill did you
Who
teach
taught her
her?
that, Carl? Hold up, Carl. Who
No,
taught her that?
it wasn't just me involved.
Carl, you can't teach her how to be a wife.
I
You can
don't think
teach.
you heard me. She has a mother, you know. She has
She ain't
a
have a
father.
father.
She has her father. She has plenty of people around her.
So, Carl,
As far as
so what was her father's occupation?
I'm not even going to tell you.
Because that makes a big deal when
Oh
girls
yeah,
see
I know it
fathers.
does. But let's put it this way: he's been in for over 20 years.
He
And
did something responsible. He did something responsible. He did something responsible in the world. He went out and made a life. Okay, so it's cool. So she had a great example, right? So yes, and she understands what it takes to be hard work, because I guarantee daddy and mama who were doing their thing wasn't gonna let the lazy kids be lazy. Daddy and mama who, but I'm just saying, for an example, from her point of view, she understood the examples from day one. The parent unit built her to be this strong, confident, successful woman. And with Carl sprinkled it, and that's the whole that's the creme de la creme right there. But in reality, right? In reality, when we coddle our children and do that, you ain't gotta go to college, you ain't gotta go to military. In America, it's only 4 lanes that you can choose.
Well,
and when they come,
like I said, let me do this.
if she didn't go to college, Carl,
Hello. She's in college now.
I'm sorry. Did her parents tell her to go to college?
She's third year in college. She's doing her thing. She's been working since she was 14, 15. Same with her brother. And they both know how to look after each other. They know how to take care of themselves. They know how to shop for themselves. They knew how to stabilize themselves.
But Carl,
now, relationship-wise, they also aware of how it's done properly.
No, they're not.
Well, maybe in your book, but see, the difference here is, this is why I said to you, when you start having children, your mindset is going to change too.
No.
Well, can I say this, Carl? Because there's just not enough information. But because to their point, you don't have I guess a fear of putting too much focus on her getting her own crib, getting her own this, because money is a crazy temptation. And men don't typically reach their financial peak until later in life. Whereas women, they usually reach their financial peak earlier. So if she's focused on money, the house, the crib, the this, she might miss out on that husband that's there because she's trying to be, oh, I'm trying to be successful and I'm passing them all by.
But that's
You know what happened?
Carl, this is what the statistics
let me answer to him.
30 years have been showing, Carl. You can't shake your head and say no. This is
can
what
I-
people have
can-
been living, Carl.
But can I respond to the brother real quick?
Go ahead.
We, as grown men, you're 30, right? I'm older than you. I have watched dudes in 15 years use bribery to get pussy.
So
that's what type of dudes you know.
So we're talking about bribery. So take out the natural order of things. Take out the organicness. We're at a level now where guys are trying to bribe women with houses, cars, money, whatever, down to the weed and the Henny to get laid. And then next thing you know,
they're gone. So let me ask you this: with that, because it seems like you're alluding to, are you teaching her these things out of fear?
No, it's preparation.
Because it sounds like you're. But that preparation
is reality.
Sounds like it's coming from the fear of somebody taking advantage of her and going.
I don't have to listen. Let me tell you something. Both of them, like I said, 20, 21, 22, no kids, don't drink, no drugs, no game. Do you know how hard it is to
It's not
raise
hard,
2
Carl.
kids.
It's not hard. No.
I don't think. I think no kids is a neutral
Listen,
thing when they're in
in
college or
20
when they're
years,
over 18. But
listen, for 20 years, the general, I'm not talking about individual, what you think and feel. Generally, it is very difficult for kids to go from 0 to 20 without one of the 4 playing a part.
It's not, Carl.
There
It's
is
not.
a
It's
lot
not.
of discipline.
Oh, your
Listen,
problem is you believe all the stereotypes you see.
God, come on, man. That's not.
Bro.
But it's not though. It's not hard. I'll say this, Carl. It's hard. It's hard when you're a single parent. When you're a single parent and you don't have that enforcer on the other side to say, hell no, you can't go. Hell no, you can't wear that. Yes, it can be hard because all kids turn into teenagers. And we all know teenage years for a lot of people in America is all scrambled eggs.
Coach.
It's all scrambled eggs. Come on, Carl, man.
Coach,
I refuse that a 2-parent home, these niggas is out here running buck wild.
I'm going to tell you.
I'm outside. I work with kids all the time, young folk, adults.
Coach,
it's not a lot.
If a single parent or both parents, there is a lot of kids out here that is smoking and drinking with their parents. There's a lot of kids out here, like I said last week, 300 kids was running around different malls, New York, Jersey, all over the place, just ransacking shit. Some of them got 2 parents, some of them got no parents, some of them got 1 parent. It didn't matter.
Carl, you don't think 2-parent household plays a factor?
I just said to you, if you're listening, processor, 300 to 400 kids were running around different malls, ransacking it.
Right.
On some real surprising. It didn't just start New York, Jersey. It went across. Even in
I heard you saying. I'm just asking. So those 300 to 400 kids, out of those 300 to 400, do you think that
it's probably 15?
Some of them are single parent. Some of them got 2 parents. Some of them got no parents.
Do you think majority of them have it's from a single parent household?
I wouldn't make that guess.
Then you crazy, Carl.
It's probably 10.
No, but if you had to choose those 300 to 400, however many, do you think they came from a single parent household or a 2-parent household? If you had to choose.
Come on, Carl. Be honest, Carl. Don't get this and play. Come on, man. You don't do it. Don't do it to the black folk, Carl. Don't do it.
No, because to me, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
No, man. Come on, man.
What's your... No, but...
I'm going to say 50-40. I'm going to say 50-40.
No, hell no.
50,
so wait, who's the 50? Who's the 50?
50 probably would be single parent, 40 being 2-parent household, and the remaining 10%
come on, man.
Let me tell you why.
No, man. Come on, man.
Listen,
Carl, you hate black people, man. Come on, Carl. Man.
I'm not going to listen.
Tell me why.
Let me tell you why. Listen, I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not going to contradict myself or nobody.
Tell me why.
Just because there's 2-parent in a household does not mean they're effective parents. Because you do have some men in households that are not men.
Carl, so I realize.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify 2-parent household. Because I don't mean a 2 adult household. I mean 2 like parents. 2
the mom and the daddy who birthed your
the mother and the biological father.
Yes.
You think it's 50 and 40?
No. It's not.
And how old? Wait. Let me. And how old are these kids? They're
these are
300 to
teenagers.
400.
These are teenagers from 12. From the last count, they said it's 12.
We'll say 13 to 18. That's teenagers. 13 to 19.
So you think 13 to 18?
Excuse me. They're 12 to 18 years old. Most.
Okay, 12 to 18.
Some of them even 19.
Okay, fine. 12 to 19. So you think 12 to 19 years old, which means that these 2 biological parents were together for 12 to 19 years in their union. You think that it's 50% still? I just don't think that.
That would represent the 40%. Not the 50%.
But the call, that's a listen, man. Listen. Come on, listen, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta stop it, man. We gotta stop it. They do this shit. They do this in every damn state. When you have a mother and a father raising the slow ass kids, those kids turn out to be 10 times better. They don't have behavior problems. They don't have school problems. They don't have neighborhood problems. It might be 2 or 3 of them, but they trying to prove a point from their parents. And in most cases, those kids turn out to be dumb as hell, and they come begging back when they get out there. We see it over the last 50 years, all of my life, that when a child is 14, 15, and he can start challenging his mother, he's going to challenge his mother. So she's going to be easier to let him go run around and do what the hell he want. But a father will come find your ass. I couldn't believe none of y'all being. Listen, I can't but think that 50% of brothers right now, regardless of being in the house with the woman or being a baby daddy, will let their dumbass kids run around in the streets.
You are living. Listen, I don't know why or what.
Carl, I worked in Chicago. I never saw it.
Listen, you need to get out more.
Indianapolis, I never saw it.
You need to get out more. There is a lot more. Listen,
you hate black people.
More going on outside that you have no idea of, and I stay on top of it because I have 2 people, even though they're older now, I still have to be proactive in their production. This is why, like I said earlier.
So, Carl, you mean to tell me that the young folk of their adult life, I heard we can
stop, Coach. Not too many people can say they raise a boy and a girl, no drugs, no alcohol.
Many people can. Many people can. Carl,
listen.
Carl, you
listen. Not too many on a high percentage can say, boy, girl, 20 years, virgins, no alcohol, no drugs, no
gambling. But look, wait. These aren't realistic though. I don't think anyone in the world could. These aren't realistic. But what I'm saying,
but it happened.
Let's go. It can happen. But
I just said that. I said it's not a large number.
Yeah. So I agree.
Carl, it's about 30%.
It doesn't matter. I said that it's not a large amount.
Right.
So listen. So if I'm saying to you it's not a high percentage, this is why I'm proud, because that's something that wasn't during my era.
Carl,
do you understand?
Yeah, I mean, it's something to be proud of. It's something to be proud of.
Listen, which goes back to the question before this, which is being the best example.
Right.
Being the best example.
Yeah, but you can still be the best example, and then some of that happens. Though.
Man, you would never listen. No,
God, but wait, you think I gotta go back? You think that which household do you think are healthier, single parent households or 2-parent households?
There's no such thing.
That's healthier.
Come on,
man.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
It can't say better. There's no such thing as better. You can listen.
Wait. Hold on. There's no such thing as a healthier. So you think a single parent household and a 2-parent household, they're not, one isn't healthier than the other?
I can't say healthier and I can't say better.
Carl, no, I got it.
I really can't.
Wait, how?
And let me tell you something.
We have to break it down though.
Let me say why. I am so pro-marriage, and that's the problem. There's a difference between 2 adults living together, clapping cheeks, whatever.
I never said that. I said.
Listen. Just because your presence is there, if you want to say what's healthy is saying to your son and your daughter, and them seeing for themselves, you two been married for the last 10, 15, 20 years.
I get what you're saying, but that's the nuance.
You are being so hypocritical.
Wait, no, I'm just speaking in.
And you're talking about how you raise these great fucking kids who don't know how to be wives.
That's your assumption.
Carl, though, I'm speaking in generalities, though. I'm speaking in generalities, though. Generally speaking, a 2 biological parent household and a single parent household. You don't think that the 2-parent household is healthier?
No.
For the black people, you don't
it's not blanket like that. No, because listen, a single man can raise both boy and girl.
Yeah, but a single man. But here's the thing:
And there are
just on
single fathers out here.
just on
But
a
then you
just
also have single mothers that have sons that have got through NBA.
just because they made it.
Hold on. We don't
Okay,
count.
you're talking about the
Hold on,
exception.
time out.
You're talking about the
We
But
don't
that's
exception.
not
count.
an exception when
Let's
there's a
not count
percentage of
NBA.
it.
Let's not
It's
count
not a high
NBA. Let's not
percentage,
count. Let's
but
not count
there's a
sports.
They're
percentage of it.
exceptions. I'm just talking about, and generally
We're
speaking,
not talking
just
sports.
from an income standpoint,
I'm not
you're
buying
better
it.
off. Just from an
That's
income
Better off.
standpoint.
listen. That's social media talking points. I don't believe
That's what
that.
you talking.
Wait,
Social
wait, wait,
media
wait, wait, wait,
talking
wait, wait.
points.
You think two
It's
people?
social media.
You think two people putting their income together versus one person?
It's necessary. I'm not dismissing it. It is necessary for
I'm
both
not saying it's
parties.
necessary. Who
It's
could
necessary.
potentially? Who's better off income
What
wise?
kid?
Two
But
What
you
or
can't
kid
say
one?
gonna turn
better.
out the best
You can't say
on
better.
percentage?
Carl,
Yes.
I'm
Who?
not gonna
Wait.
I came
Wait.
from a two-parent household. Listen,
Because
I
I
understand
came
what
that's
from
you're
a
you.
saying, but
two-parent household.
Hold up,
But that
Carl. That
doesn't
was
mean
you
it's
in the
better.
'70s, brother.
Listen,
That's one of you.
listen,
Come on, Carl.
I came from a two-parent household. I
You
can't
sure?
say I'm better than another guy that was raised by his mother.
I'm not saying that you're
But that's
better.
that's
I'm not
No,
saying
that's
that
not
you're.
what you're saying.
but
That's
that's
not
the
what you're saying,
inference
bro.
that you're
I'm
giving.
better.
No,
I can
no,
say
Carl.
I'm better.
No.
That's the
I can say
Carl.
inference.
That's
Hold
not
on,
what
Carl.
I'm saying, though.
I can say
Carl.
I'm better.
Over the course of you prove it by over the course of your lifetime, you made better decisions. You didn't go to jail. You was locking niggas up. Come
But
on,
that
man.
doesn't mean that I am here and the
Hold
man
on,
that
Carl.
was raised
Society.
That's not what I'm
because
saying,
guess
though.
what? Guess what? There were officers that was raised by single mothers, some single fathers, some of them with foster cares. It had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well, you need to tell society they
Yes,
lying.
it
You
does.
need to tell your
No,
colleges,
wait.
Harvard, Yale, that they lying.
FBI, if FBI data shows this, when the
Shows
father is removed from the household,
home.
it is detrimental to regardless of your race. It is detrimental.
86%
But beside that point, beside that point, beside that point though,
There's
if you
2
have
points.
two people putting their money together versus one person, you're better off with the two people raising income. Therefore, the child has a better chance of going to college, better chance of getting not just health care.
That is not true.
Going to
That
a
is
better
not true.
school.
They have more money. They have more
That is
access.
not true.
Wait, okay,
Because
fine.
you gotta remember something.
But how is that not true?
I'm gonna show you 2 ways that contradicts that. One,
Okay.
if the son is at home with his single mother, he's making an income, putting it together with his mom.
No, Carl. No, Carl. No, Carl. No.
Let him go. Wait, let him go with that. Let him go with that. Keep going.
There's
Okay,
nothing
son
stopping that
and the
single
mother. Great.
from
All right.
making the same amount of money as 2 income. There are
Okay.
women out here that are making
I
100
understand.
grand, 125. That is 2 income.
All right, great. Okay, look. Okay, hold on that point.
Because
On that point, Carl. Look what you did.
average income is 50, 55,000.
Wait,
anyway.
Carl,
man,
look what you
come
did
on,
though.
man.
You added to the equation. You had to add,
Yes.
or else it wouldn't
He
exist.
does it all the time.
You added to the equation. You added a son. So if I have 2 parents, we're equal now because it's 2 and 2. If I add a son, there it goes. It's imbalanced. You had to add a son. I said a single parent versus a 2-parent household. Income wise, that child will have a better opportunity. If you want to pull the child's income, if you want to pull the child's income, you have to allow me to pull my child's income. Now I have 3 sources of income and you have 2. I'm still ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-parent households, regardless of how you shape it.
Households don't even bring in their children's income to survive. That's number one.
So hold on. So time out, Carl. Hold on, Carl. By you just saying that debunks your whole question. It debunks everything. Hold on, listen. 2 parents in the home, both parents are working. You're bringing in more money than a single. And look, because when you throw out these single parent numbers, only 10% of black women make over $100,000. So all of these. Hold on. But again, we talking about the social emotional balance of a young man and young woman. The social emotional.
Listen, I am not going to sit here and do internet talking points to be in agreement. I'm gonna say this: from what I've studied, what I've seen, I have seen terrific people come out of no parents, foster
Yes.
kids. I have seen.
We agree on that, but
Yes.
two is more than one.
Listen. I have seen guys raised up by their mother.
How long ago? Yes.
Very successful, buying their mother their house, buying their mother.
Carl, you talk. Hold up, Carl. Talk. Stop it. I hope you're not using. Don't use athletes. Hold up. Let's not use athletes. Because the average man is 5'9", not 6'8".
I'm not just looking at athletes, rappers. There's a plethora of guys out here that grow up to be men and support the people that brought them in this world.
Carl.
The most general thing that we see.
I'm not dismissing.
General thing that we see.
I agree with what Carl. I agree with.
Than one person, Carl. Two people are better at doing everything than
Carl,
one person.
I agree with what you're saying.
Bro. You know what your problem is? Hold on, Irv. I know what that problem is. Dap has this superiority complex that he got all the money in the world to take care of a woman, 2, 3 women, and all this other bullshit. The reality is that's not the mindset on the majority of men out here. The majority of men out here do not think like that.
Man.
Okay, but wait, Carl, you have to concede. You have to concede to this point, though. Because it just okay. Wait.
Are you saying that a woman, a single parent woman,
it doesn't matter, male, woman, it doesn't matter. You're just single.
But I'm just saying,
single
I
human.
gotta do it. I'm doing it for a reason, Herb. Like I said earlier, Dap is up here with me. Are you saying that a woman that raises 2 kids by herself, father been out the picture,
right?
You're telling me that she can't make 60, 70, 80,000 a year?
No, I never said that.
All right then.
So
when you say, when you say better, her kids went through private school that she paid for, colleges, scholarships.
Wait, how much did she make? How much did she make?
They don't know damn private school.
How much did she make?
Anywhere from 50 to 70 grand.
Okay, so check me out. This is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if we made the entire playing field equal, other than the fact that there are 2 humans here and there's 1 human here. I don't give a damn if it's 2 men, 2 women, 1 woman, 2 and 1. The 2-parent household, if everything was equal, each of them made $50,000 a year. Shit, each of them made $100,000 a year. It don't matter. The child that's coming from the 2-parent household has a better opportunity because they have they have more access to that? They have access to more resources. You know why? Because 200,000 is more than 100,000.
No,
you're talking about materialistics, but I'm trying to.
No. I'm talking about. Yeah, but I'm talking about. But Carl. I'm talking about income that gives access to what you just mentioned, which is private school.
Let me ask you something.
Let
me ask you something real quick. You keep saying about 2-parent household is better than a 1-parent household because
the child will have more access to resources.
Guess what? Let me ask you something.
Right.
There's a 2-parent household where the father is an alcoholic.
No, you can't create.
Hold on, real quick. Carl, hold up.
This is why I'm telling
you. My father was an alcoholic.
It's not absolute.
My father, see, because you throw these caveats. Carl,
generally speaking, though, they have more of an opportunity.
No, it don't. Not necessarily.
Carl, my father was an alcoholic. Him and my mother worked. My father worked at Louisville Slugger. My mother worked at GE. We had 5 girls in the house. None of them were pregnant before they got out of high school. Why? Because my daddy wasn't going for none of that shit.
I get what you're saying.
Hold on. But this is different when it comes down to the parents, because as long as the child's in school, most of everything the cow eat, sleep, drink, and fart is coming from the parent. Except when you outside.
Listen, I'm gonna say this again. I've said this too many times.
Come on,
all men, all guys that can
see, that's Jesus. That's the God. That's the God. That's the God.
Households, and guess what? They're
Call
not
me
as
Misty.
effective. Listen,
we didn't hear what you said. You faded out.
Most of these guys that are most of these guys that are in relationships with kids in the household doesn't mean absolute that they're effective fathers.
We never said that.
So
never said
what I'm saying is,
why is it that every single parent is an effective freaking single parent, but the two? Bro, you biased and unfair as hell, bro.
Because I have, you know why? Because I know how to balance. I see the difference.
No, you don't.
Ain't no balance. Your balance is off.
I have
you said it. You said it. You said, listen, Carl.
I have seen.
Listen, single parent and a foster kid have a better odds of being disruptive than.
Listen, this is a problem that both of you have. Both of you have this superiority man bullshit that y'all
Carl, can you create a scenario that's
guys? Hold on. There are single parents that has outdone two-parent household. I'm not going to
exceptions.
Hold on. But what Carl talking from, fellas? This is where the disconnect comes from.
Let me clarify.
Carl is in his 50s. So 30, 40 years ago.
Let me tell you something too, Carl.
Come on, man.
We have started single parenting since the late 80s, early 90s.
No, Carl, you're wrong again. No, you're wrong again. No, Carl, you're wrong.
Parenthood became more prevalent in the 80s all the way up till now. So
wait, Carl, let me ask you this. Carl, wait, why? Why did it become more prevalent? Why?
It became more prevalent.
It's not true. It's not true.
Wait. No, I just wanna see why did it become more prevalent?
We have witnessed more transitions since 1996 that has kind of whitewashed what we should believe in.
Wait, why did it become more prevalent? Single parent house. Why?
It became more prevalent because of
the wrong word to use. It's always been single mothers in the Black community.
Yeah, there's always. I just want to know what I just want to hear.
Hold on, Carl. How can that not be true when the women outnumber us anyway? It's always been
listen.
It's always been single mothers in the home in the Black community. It's always been. Since we came
out, specifically in the Black community, or are you talking about in general?
Listen, more people was married prior to 85 than since 85.
Carl, more people was married before the birth control pill. Before the birth control pill in the 1960s.
You know what? You need to go back and remember.
Hey, Carl, can I ask you this?
I'm gonna address you, Earl. Yeah. Coach, you of all people up here should really know about shotgun weddings. So please stop with the
Carl. Now you're moving the goalposts again. Because time out. Because even in a shotgun wedding, what was happening? They were getting married and having these dumbass kids. And now we're just busting it wide open and becoming baby mama and baby daddy. And we putting our kids. Hold up. But Carl, your timing is off. Listen, you and your 50s like I'm out there with the young folk, with the people who are out here trying to figure it out. And that's why I'm glad they're not listening to us older.
Even the men your age and older had two families they was taking care of at the same time. Stop it.
Wait, Carl. Let me call.
I'm only 58 years old, Carl. 58 years old. Hold up. I come from a two-parent home with 5 girls in the house and a brother. All of my cousins and aunties were married. Everybody in my family was married. My sisters are married. Now, as I got older, when we became the baby daddy generation, Gen X, because the mamas was out here busting it open and the kids, teenagers, we was all young and teenagers, Carl. We was all young. Most of us, by the age 25, this is all of America. You can look it up. Most of Americans by age 25 have already had sex, have already busted it open. Now, when you see it with the numbers, because when you get a woman pregnant, they document that shit in the hospitals. Who's the baby daddy? I don't know. Or it's Dapper. It's Carl. They're going to give a name, so then they're going to DNA test you. Come on, man. They're going
to... Carl, can I ask you this?
Come on, brother.
Carl, can I ask you this? What was the purpose of mass incarceration?
You
For the
want to
police who didn't go to the military to lock niggas up. That's what it was for.
What was the reason behind them taking the father out of the household? What was their thinking?
Irv, I know you're new up here, but you're talking about another subject.
Mm-hmm.
You do know
we
that.
can save that for
No,
next week.
it goes with this. It's because it's you know why? Because they know it makes it a single parent household.
Exactly.
And you're at a disadvantage.
You're at a disadvantage.
It's
Yes.
not a disadvantage.
Come on, Carl.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, wait. Okay, scratch that. Right? Carl, can you create a scenario? Can you create a scenario that is equal, completely equal on both sides? That the single parent benefits, but it's completely equal. The only thing that's different is it's a 2-parent household and it's a single parent. Can you create me that scenario?
I'm gonna say this. When they did mass incarceration, yes, the system made a lot of money off of taking a whole bunch of men out of the household and put them in jail. They made money off them guys in jail.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Beside the money, was there another purpose?
Listen. Economy-wise, if the men are in the household, they still make money. So
right. So other than money.
So we're not talking about the economic value of it. We're talking about
all of that plays a part.
We're talking
all of that plays a part.
Taking the man out of the household.
Stop it.
Taking the man out of the household was for the purpose of control. We want control.
Wait. Let me ask you this.
Because
do you think they're better off with the men out of the household?
Let me finish the point. If we take the men out of the household,
the white people are not the black.
The women now will have to depend on government in order to survive.
Do you think they're better off? Do you think they're better off because they're a single parent household?
You asked me a question of what it was for. I know what it was for.
Are we worse off as a people, Carl? Are we worse? Are we worse off?
If you take the men out of the household and put them in jail where we can make money off of them niggas in jail, we now can offer Section 8 and welfare and force the women to depend on us. So now we have a monopoly on the black
other than the economic benefit, was there any other psychological reason?
Yes, control.
Okay, other than control.
White school, you right on. Need both parents.
Are they better? Are they okay? So are the women better off with the men out of the household?
I don't think you.
The community is worse.
Said that they was better.
Okay, are they worse then, Carl? Is the community worse off? Is the community worse off then? Is it worse then, Carl? Choose a side, because you're a police that was locking up black people.
Not a better or worse. It's not a better.
It is a better.
If you was to ask me this question 20 years ago, my response would be totally in agreement with y'all. But since 20 years ago, I have learned a great deal.
Carl,
you like most niggas, we grow up.
Since in the last 15 years alone, it has skyrocketed of men moving in with women taking care of the whole entire bills and household. I didn't say that was right. I said there's been an increase of men moving in with women, and the women are paying for child support, bail money, and all kinds of shit.
Because I understand. I agree with what you're saying.
Because the niggas.
How many people do you know? How many people do you know that live like that? Though?
Niggas didn't listen. Majority of these dudes out here did not have passports. They did not have degrees, and they wasn't making no real.
That makes no sense, Carl. That's a lie. That's the propaganda right there, brother. That's the propaganda, Carl.
The only money that
you're feeding the propaganda. No.
The only real money that most of these dudes had ever seen was in the hood. They didn't see no 6 figures. They didn't
Wait. Who?
I said men, a lot of dudes.
Men in general?
A lot of dudes, 15, 20, we're talking about 20 years ago, when you was about what? 10, you was about what? 10 years
you're
old.
going off. So now you're talking about. So this has nothing to do with the mass incarceration. You're going to something new now.
This is after that. This is after the mass incarceration.
So what do you expect, Carl, if they already have mass incarcerated?
Because this is
20-30%?
because if you're listening to me, there was a domino effect. There was a domino effect. Take the man out.
Yeah.
Get the women on welfare Section 8.
Right.
You want to monopolize and control everything.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, one day,
right,
things started shifting where the guys are out of prison. They made weed legal. Women were making money like a motherfucker and all. So now it's shift where we don't need each other. That was the whole domino effect mentality.
Yeah, they did that on purpose because it destroyed the society. Okay.
Right. So if you
so it would have been to your point, it would have been better if they never did that. Because there would have been a 2-parent household.
Because it took away what we
the man from the household.
Listen,
it took away a family. It took away a unity.
No,
a community.
It shifted because it took away our mindset of
it took away the mindset of community.
The mindset was we don't need to be married 10, 20 years no more. That's
I mean, wait. If
black men are travel, black men are the
you said they don't need to be married 10, 20. You don't think people need to be? Do you think people need to be married?
Of course.
Why? Why? Will the kids be better off? Will the kids be better off?
No, because it demonstrates.
Wow. Come on, Carl, man. That's why they do it the way. Oh my God. This is why it's done the way it's done.
I don't like certain conversations because I know mindsets. I know my audience. Today's generation is not thinking about marriage for 20, 30, 40 years. Generation, none of that shit.
Oh, I'm gonna be married forever.
Listen,
you said no, though.
Listen, Herbal. A lot of these dudes out here in the majority, they're only thinking about generational wealth and not what it takes to maintain it, to build it. You understand?
I understand, Carl. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a 2-parent household. I think it's better. That's. I just don't. Okay,
I've always said 2-parent households is needed. I've always said that marriage is basic necessity. I've always said that. I'm pro-marriage, believe it or not.
Okay, so that's a 2-parent. That's 2-parent household.
But this is the problem, though. You can't be in a 2-parent household and just be shacking up, clapping cheeks, and talking about you're still thinking like a single person while you're in a relationship. That has grown in the last 10 years.
Yeah, but I never said that. I'm talking about a 2-parent.
I'm telling you what it is.
But Carl, no, that's based off your assumption.
No, it's not an assumption. The proof is right in front of you.
What people are saying is one thing.
There are so many people out here single because they get in relationships and still think with a single mindset, bro.
But Carl, most of those people who get in those type of relationships, I guarantee somewhere along the line, more than about 50%, 60% will come from a single parent. You play house.
You want to know something? Let me tell you something.
If you come from a mother and father, you're going to have a marriage mindset.
Listen,
you come from a mama, you might not think
would you believe me if I told you that 40 to 60% of black people do not even give a damn about their kids? Would you believe me?
No.
I would not believe you.
It's impossible. It's impossible. I think it's actually impossible.
Now, this is what I had to do to find out if I was right or wrong.
You have to talk to 60% of black people.
I'm getting ready to tell you right now, brother. The average question I've always asked in the last, I would say 20 years, close to 20 years.
Based off of where were you at?
I asked them, do you have life insurance for your child?
They don't mean they don't love them, Carl.
You want to know something? You know how many people do not have life insurance on their baby when they're born?
A lot of people, Carl. That don't mean they don't care about.
Are you a licensed? Are you a licensed broker? Because if you're trying to sell me life insurance, I'm not.
So guess what? Guess what? If you didn't take the time out as a parent,
that makes no sense, Carl. No.
Take life insurance out on your child when they're born.
No.
You cannot even have a conversation about generational wealth.
You can't say that.
You can't have a conversation about nothing
because that's a lie, Carl. Why do you do this?
In your home. Stop it.
No, Carl, you making up scary stories. You making up scary stories, Carl.
Most adults in the last 10 years is giving their children the bare minimum. Barely that.
Hold on. What's the bare minimum?
Hold on,
time out. No, time out.
They're only useful during tax season. That's the only time they pop
wait,
up.
That's a
Carl, though, the life insurance, though, there's okay, you understand black people have tried that to get life insurance to secure their family, and then didn't work. It didn't work. They didn't get paid out. Their life insurance policies, they did not even once, because once you're dead, you're dead. Who's gonna fight for you? Your spouse that's grieving your death. We try. Black people have tried it. You can't say 60% don't care because they don't have life insurance. Life insurance, and in itself, it's a scam. You could not get paid out because you didn't get your doctor's checkups annually, and then they don't pay you out because you didn't go get checked out.
I don't know what.
But again, this is why again you're listening to too much propaganda, right? Because grandmamas and granddaddies of old didn't run off and spend their money and get their money. They saved the money. So when a lot of them passed, they have $50,000-$60,000 cash. So us modern people, right? Because bare minimum is niggas buying kids Jordans, buying them all these dumbass clothes that they can barely fit. That ain't bare minimum.
You know
bare
what?
minimum.
You keep bringing up these old days, like
no, you bringing up the old days, like that's.
I'm not talking about grandma. I'm not talking about grandma.
This is where people. But
listen,
again,
you're talking about grandma,
outside
grandpa
of YouTube,
putting money in the mattress. I'm not talking about that.
And they wasn't getting life insurance and saving money. You're talking about people who are living from check to check because they don't spend all their money trying to look good for other people. Come on, Carl, man.
55 is barely learning how to work a cell phone or a laptop.
Carl, that's their fault. And niggas that did that, them niggas went in and out of jail for 30 years of their life. Most niggas who grew up in the working force learn the technology as they advance.
But
most people,
you said 60% don't care because they don't have.
Come on, man. Because
that's crazy. That's crazy to think. Because if you think about it too, right? Let's say you get life insurance. What kind of policy you gonna get? You're gonna get a term life policy, 20, 40 years.
Where did you get that from?
What policy would you get? What policy?
You get whole life, bro.
So if you get a whole life policy, typically most people can't afford a whole life policy in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And when do you find out about whole life? When do you find out about insurance? When did you learn about
it? Like everybody else.
I gotta ask this question.
You can't afford it.
Have you ever been around literature about the Rockefellers?
Man, those are white boys. They don't give a damn about the niggas in the black community.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever hanged around some serious Jewish people?
Yes, they control it. Now, but before we get into that, okay, so would you tell me right now to get life insurance policy?
Every black person. Let me show you how powerful life insurance is.
No, but before you go into that, I'm gonna tell you.
We're gonna get into our final thoughts, man.
Carl, I can't afford it. I can't afford whole life.
Why?
What am I supposed to do? That means I don't care about my kids?
Wait a minute. What you mean you can't afford what?
What do you mean why? I can't afford whole life.
Wait a minute. Gerber gives away whole life insurance for 10 grand for $5 and change per month. What are you talking about?
You'd have to send me that link.
And an adult is like $30. What are you
For how much? For how much you get? How much you get?
Not that much, about
for $5 and change.
Not to buy a casket and put them in the ground.
Listen, can I speak?
Oh, you talking about final expense?
$5 and about $5.40, $5.50. Gerber gives away $10,000 whole life insurance.
So I get $10,000? Is that what you're saying?
It's $10,000.
Carl.
And
what is $10,000 gonna do?
Listen, and that's listen. The average funeral cost is $9 grand in the United States.
Get cremated.
Now, 10 grand whole life, $5 and change.
It's gonna bury me.
Listen.
No, they ain't, because they gonna want a fancy casket.
$5 and change for I'm talking about a child just born.
Right.
But Carl,
Coach, would you stop?
But that's the problem. We ain't born of having in life. We just out here clapping cheeks.
Let me clarify for Ervil since he asked the question. From the time both of them was born, I've been paying $5 and change for each one of them, $10,000 each.
Right.
They're 20 now.
Okay.
Right? They're in the 20 now. So that's it. The value, all of that, it's paid up. They have the choice to take that money and do what they want if they want to cash out.
Okay.
But that's
and they get 10K? And they get 10K?
Yes, and you know the best thing about it?
What's that?
That insurance policy is also used as collateral.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So when it comes down to your purse, house, car, whatever, that collateral is better than damn near your credit. You could do a lot like that.
So let me ask you this.
That's not counting that at 2021, they can't take out another policy on themselves.
Which they won't be able to afford. But let me ask you this.
What are you talking about?
Let me ask you this.
Mine's is 32. What are you talking about they can't afford?
So the $5 a month that you put away for 20 years, the percentage of interest that you earned on that money, you don't think you could have put it in something else and make more?
That's not what I was trying to do. At that time when they was born, I wanted them to have it from the time they was born.
You don't think if you would have put it in
everything else, when you're talking about trust and all of that, or another insurance policy, whatever, that's later. But at the beginning of life,
I would have bought some Google stock or something.
Brother Irvin.
Or I'd have put it in a high yield savings account.
Brother, hold on. What both of y'all saying is correct.
I'm not listening to Coach right now.
Hold on. Carl did it 25 years ago, right? 25 years ago, right? Today, I would look into all those options. If you got $20 that you can sort of spread out, I would look into all of those options. Yes, I would take that when you get who don't. Man, now I'm telling him, you want your money to blow up, or you want to be living off the 10 grand.
Listen.
You did that. What would you recommend for me now, though? What would you recommend for me now? Because I'm not newborn. I'm not a newborn. I'm 30 years old.
I'm trying to tell you, but Carl, no.
Get the whole life.
How much would that cost me?
About $30.
That run me?
$20-$30. Not even that. Not even that.
If I put $20 away in my high yield savings account in 20 years, I'd make more.
Listen. You asked me a question, I'm going to answer you.
I understand, but I don't see how you guys.
Yes.
We're not talking about them just make money. We're also talking about collateral. We're also talking about.
You're gonna be committing crimes. You're gonna be going to jail.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I never have to worry about money for the rest of my life. I spent $700 for one stock of BlackRock. One stock. I never have to worry about money for the rest of my life.
But again, Carl.
But that's not counting the accidental insurance. That's not counting the life insurance. That's not counting a lot of other things. Like I said,
look, I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't understand how you got 60% of black people don't care about their kids because they don't have insurance. What if they had something? What if they had something that was earning them more than that insurance policy would have earned them? What if they were putting money away in a different way? What if they were buying gold? I don't understand how you got 60% don't. Like, that's a crazy statement. That's what I just think that's crazy.
The same way. Come on, man. If you listen, this is something that was told to me.
What percentage of white people don't have insurance?
Ervil, let me tell you something. This is something that was told to me when I was in my 20s. Never put yourself in a position where if you needed $10,000 in 5 minutes, you don't have access to it.
I understand what you're saying.
So
but you can't say 60%. You can't say 60% of a group of people don't care about people because they don't have insurance, especially when the system of insurance hasn't even been favorable to those people.
Because if you haven't, listen what I'm saying. If you haven't invested in your own flesh and blood at birth,
Oh, so
And
you're
he,
saying
and he,
investment in general,
and,
not
and if they
insurance
right,
particularly.
if
Yes,
then
yes.
and if they're
Okay.
10, if
Okay.
they're 10,
But
12
it
years
ain't.
old, listen, coach, if they're 10, 12, 15 years old, and you can't even raise their bail money, you can't even
But
pay the
hold on,
doctor.
time out. Stop
Listen,
it, Carl.
you
No,
can't
stop
even
it.
pay
No,
for.
no.
Listen, you can't even
All
pay
right, this
for
nigga right
a
here,
special
man.
surgery.
If you got to pay bail money for your 10,
You're
12,
not
15-year-old,
listening
you're
to the
a
point.
failure.
You're
You
not.
said
You're
that.
not going to listen to the point.
Carl,
If you
listen.
cannot, if you cannot put them in a position where there's no more stress, if something
What are we
happens,
talking
you're
about,
covered.
man?
Well, listen,
Okay, Carl, be quiet, man. Let me just jump in because I'm going to get my final word because this is crazy, right? And again, brother, you have small children, right? And we're talking about the future. We ain't talking about 25 years ago when the insurance man you can come and sell you that bullshit knocking on your door and you give them $5 or $10 or
a
whatever.
lot has changed since them
But,
times.
so the law has changed, right? And this is for me. I retired at 54. I just turned 58, right? My son, he's 22, 23. He wanted to go to college. I said, man, you ain't that college type. You ain't that smart nigga like me. So he tried that for a while. Then I said, you got to do something because you ain't going to sit around my house unless you're going to cut the grass, shovel the snow, do all the shit I got to do, you going to do. He learned how to drive trucks. He learned how he got his license in July. He's already about 15, 20,000 in savings, right? He's already moving. Boom. He ain't focused on the girls like they was focused on me when I was 23. I joined the military at 22. Down you, and this is what I did when I got married. We took $5, put it on some penny stock. We had $20. We blow $20 just talking this shit. If you got some money that you can just say, I'm gonna give this away and say forget it. 15 years down the road, any of them hit. 2 or 3 of them hit. Now everybody's into the money. Kids may be a little older, a little wiser. In between that time, this is why it's important. We have to have those conversations about these things. We assume that our kids are too young and we don't sit down and talk about them, the future finances that could be afforded only if your ass is doing something. If I got to spend this on you getting out of jail, you ain't getting none of that. But we want to play, oh, baby, no. You doing the right thing. Daddy say you smart, go to college. Daddy say you smart, you join the military. And you go out and you want to be, you thank God's grace give you 6'8" and you can dunk a basketball. God damn it, I'm coming to every game, sitting on the front row cheering for my son or daughter. Track star, whatever.
See,
But we not
you're
putting ourselves
talking.
in.
You know what you're talking about, Coach? You're talking about the
I'm
basics.
talking about the
Talking
father
about.
being that vessel for the future, not
I,
nigga like Carl, the
no,
stepdaddy
no, no,
or
no. But
the
see, this is what
uncle
I'm saying.
coming through because he
What
ain't
my,
gonna love
what
them
my,
like
this
you
is,
love them. It's gonna
Coach.
be
This is
you
the
don't want another
toughest thing,
man telling your son or daughter
Coach.
to go over here and ain't be shit.
Coach.
And this is for
This
any
is where
black
we
man.
at. This is where we at. It is
Who?
very tough
It ain't
to.
that tough. How
I'm
did
telling
people
you
that had less money
what's
raise
not
more
tough.
success?
What's not
Being
tough?
black
Because I
ain't
wasn't finished.
being black ain't that tough.
I
It ain't
said
tough to raise no
it
dumbass
is
kids.
tough for
It ain't
people
tough.
to arrange their mindset to create their child to have a net worth before they get 21.
It's not tough. Stop
What's not
running out
tough?
here buying these 300
What's not
fucking
Wait,
tough?
dollar jokes.
w-
It's not
wait,
tough to
Carl.
raise a
Can
kid
I
in that
ask you
way.
I
this?
said, did you hear
What do
what
you
I
think
said?
is
Hold
what do
on,
you think is the biggest
Earth.
challenge?
Did you hear what I said?
Ain't,
It
I heard
is
you said
tough
it.
for a lot of people to create a net worth for the
Right,
child. That means
right.
that child has a net worth before they turn 21. And I
Why do
ain't
you
talking about no
think?
little 10,
What do you
20
think the
grand.
biggest challenge is? What do you think the biggest challenge is that prevents that?
The biggest challenge would be the consistency and discipline of the parent.
makes no
Wait,
sense.
the parent. You know what I think it is? I think it's not having a two-parent household. I think
There
that's
you
the
go,
biggest
brother.
We're
challenge.
That's the
going right back
basic,
into this shit again. Here
but
we
that's the
go.
basic fundamental solution to
You
all of this
need wait.
chaos.
You believe in marriage, right? Let me rephrase then.
You
I
don't
think.
believe in
Let
it.
me rephrase it then. I think the the first thing you need is a married two-parent house, a loving two-parent household. I think that's as a single parent, you're missing a key component of the unity. That's what like you're missing it. You have the nurture, you have the provider, you have the discipline. There's a structure, it's a system. You're missing a big component of the system. You know what I'm saying? You have to agree with that because you agree with marriage. I think that's basic, fundamental. That's the starting point. We got a mom, we got a dad. We go from there.
But I'm agreeing with the marriage part, but that is not what I see today. People are not
Well,
running.
yeah, it's
They're
not
not
what we
running
see
to the
today, but
altar.
that's what we have to
Hold on,
speak
hold
to
on, hold
there.
on.
But
Listen,
he's talking of
what
old
you see
news.
today
He's
in
talking of
most
old shit.
black communities is a
No,
Groupon version, of
no.
marriage. They can live together, they can make babies together, but we're not investing in each other.
Carl, that's always been around. That's always happened.
No, it
That's
has
always happened.
not.
Carl,
Listen,
since the
I
Actually,
don't
I
know. I
19,
think
don't know. Listen, hold on, Irv. Let me
yeah.
you're
tell you
talking.
something.
Carl, was you
You
raised by
know
your
damn
father or
well,
women? Come on,
Herb,
Carl.
Coach, you
Yeah.
know damn well you did not hear no black dude running around until social media talking about trust, talking about money, generational wealth. You didn't
Yeah,
hear
but
them
that's
talking
because
like
that was
Carl,
hidden.
you did.
That
Hold
was
on. Come
hidden.
on.
That was
Time
hidden
out. Time
from
out.
us. So we gotta have
Time
listen,
out.
listen.
clarity
No,
when it
Niggas
comes to
didn't
that.
even
no.
know.
But
Listen,
but
Carl, you
listen,
there's
listen.
oh Lord
Niggas
Jesus.
didn't even know what a LLC was until
That's a
they
2000.
lie.
did. They
Come
did.
on, Carl. You talking
Because you got
about
to think about
Fuck
England.
out
Atlanta.
of
You
here.
got to think about Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street in Atlanta.
Come on,
They
man.
didn't know
He's
about
talking
it.
about in his neighborhood, the dudes he might have known. Yes, most
'Cause
people, again, black people have always been cognizant of money, the old school folk. That's why I like their
because we
ways because
had we
when my
had
grandmother
wealthy.
died, yes, Carl, my grandmother died in 1974. She died with $50,000 cash money. Cash.
But she had no net worth but that little
What you
money
mean she didn't have a
in her mattress.
oh Lord Jesus.
What are
She
you
died with
talking
two
about?
properties. What you mean she didn't have a net worth? She
She
had
didn't
fifty
have no
thousand
net
dollars
worth.
cash. That's net worth. That's money in your
That's
pocket.
just a
It ain't
few
going to
coins
the
in your mattress.
hold
That's
up.
not money.
Carl. Most people don't even have $5,000 from their life
Listen, 50
insurance.
grand back in
Lord,
1970 is not 50
today
grand in 2026.
it's more. It's more than 50 grand. It's about 130. It's more, Carl, because you got to account for. See, that's what you always account for inflation when you're doing numbers. When it come to money, you got to count the time frame and the inflation rate. That's always going to increase the money. Always, you got to account
I
for it.
think Black people always knew about. You might be talking
Yes,
about gurus, but they always knew about it because we had wealthy communities. They were just
yes.
destroyed. There were many
They was
wealthy
doing it.
communities,
Listen,
and
brother. They was
Black.
doing it with cash. They wasn't doing it
No, no,
with.
no, no, no. Because you got to look. You seen
That's
a
because
American Gangster? He wasn't doing shit. He was
that's because they thought their family would take care of them because they left them the house and the
They
cars
was
and shit.
doing
well,
things with cash.
and the
I'm just going
reason
by this
that it
comment
was
right here.
being done with the reason it was being done with cash too is because a lot of the banks were
Was
doing us
frauding them.
very dirty
Exactly.
with the system. Like, you know what I'm saying? You closing down banks, they're doing
Listen,
Black people
do
dirty.
you know how many people right now between your age and younger have the worst credit score in the world because their parents utilized it when they was younger?
Yeah,
Hold
the
up, Carl.
numbers
So you
probably
talking about
the
parents?
numbers. I would say this:
But brother,
So
the
that ain't
numbers.
had nothing to do with you.
that tells you there wasn't no investment in the child. If anything, the child was taken advantage of by saying, you know what, the cable's out. I'm gonna use the child's name to get cable put in, and if it fucks up their credit score, who cares? That's been
Carl,
going
but
on
you
for
talking.
years, bro.
But again, that's a small number, and this is where younger
That
people
wasn't
are.
a small number. That was
Carl,
common in every
no,
hood during
Carl,
the
no,
90s.
Carl. It was not,
What are you
Carl. It
talking
was not
about? Small
common. No,
I
it
number.
was
think
not.
the
In
Black
a single
father is
parent
the
home,
Come
it was.
on,
Hold
man.
up. In a single parent home, it was common
It
because you
didn't
didn't have
matter if
that.
it was single or two
Yes, it
parents.
does. Yes, it does.
Everybody was fucked up their kids'
Well,
credit
no,
when they was
Carl,
during the
stop it.
90s.
Stop it. Stop
What
it.
are you talking
You can,
about?
Carl, come on, man.
in
How was
the in
everybody?
the
Maybe I don't know where you
I'm gonna
grew
say
up
it
at.
again. In
Maybe.
2026, the
right.
only time children are thought about is during tax season. I'm gonna say
Wow.
that, and I'm gonna always say that because that's what I've seen in the last 15 years.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's okay. I don't know where any of us stay, but there's a lot of wealthy communities that's not the case. But predominantly for us, because we're most likely middle class or high middle class, that's what we see. That doesn't mean that's
Brother,
the reality of it,
brother,
and that's all that they
let me ask
show
you something.
for
Let me
our
ask you something.
community.
let me ask
It
you
doesn't
something.
mean that that's the reality of it.
Herbal, you said earlier
That
that
small
you like,
number get all the
Herbal,
attention.
you said at the beginning of the show that you like history, right?
I like history.
All right. Can you please research how many black people owned property, not managed,
What
owned
year, Carl?
property on
When?
1/2 in the last 20 years? And get
Hold on,
back.
you talking about 1/2. Come on, Carl. You talking about a specific
Listen.
area?
I'm just giving him some history. Stop.
1/2.
125th Street in Harlem. Please.
How many?
Listen. I'm giving you the assignment.
I understand, but it sounds
in the last 30 years.
right.
Please point out how many black people own property on 125th Street in Harlem.
How many?
None.
Okay.
But
okay. Wait. Why would you get? Wait.
Who spends the most money on 125th? Drug dealers and all.
Carl, let me ask you this: how many white people owned a property on 511 Silver Beach Road, Lake Park? None. But it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter because you're giving me a loaded question where a group.
I use that.
You pick the area where no black people owned a community. I can pick an area where Tyler Perry's community is, and it's all black people.
Now listen, I'm using that.
I can pick Georgia, Atlanta.
Before we get to final thought, I'm using 125th because of the history of 125th over decades, centuries.
Yeah, but it was a negative history. Why didn't they own property? I guarantee you it was because it was stolen.
And I'm updating. Right now, there are white people living in the same brownstones our grandmothers used to have.
That makes sense.
Right across the street from the project.
Makes sense.
And guess what? No matter how many drug dealers from Nicky Barnes till now,
right?
We don't own shit on 125th.
Why?
Because, like I said, we as black people know how to manage, we know how to make, but we don't know how to recycle.
Why?
Don't want to learn. Never been taught. Whatever.
Okay, wait. No. How can we learn? How? It's not like you don't know how to learn. So you're telling me black people have an innate thing in their head that they just don't want to learn? So their nature is preventing them?
Yeah, because if you look at it.
So you're saying their nature, so that means we're doomed.
No. Listen, I'm answering your question. Okay. When a guy talks about, I want to open up a club.
Okay.
He know damn well he can't because he can't get a liquor license with a felony.
How does he know that?
He knows it.
How?
Hold up, time out. He said with a felony. Yes, you shouldn't get that shit. You're not committing the crime.
So this is what he does. He go ahead and say, yo, Ma, you don't have a felony. Why don't we put everything in your name?
Wait,
black folk
you're
creating
a very specific hypothetical.
Tell him again, Milton.
The reason.
Chicago, baby, Southside.
I'm telling you,
the reason.
Listen, between Philadelphia and New York and even Jersey, I'm telling you how 60% of the bars and clubs open and close because the owner, unless he was Israeli or Pakistan or something, black men that opened up clubs, it didn't last long.
Why? Why? You know what you're chopping it up to, Carl? Carl, you know what you're chopping it up to? You're chopping it up to, this is what you're chopping it up to, that we're just completely inferior. Racism is a thing. Black Harlem,
listen, man.
We cultivated that. We cultivated that. You know, black men are the most involved fathers out of every other ethnic group in the world.
I gotta tell you, bro, a lot has changed, and you need to get out more.
No. But did you know that statistic?
He ain't gonna believe
Did you know that
man.
statistic? Black men are the most involved fathers out of every other ethnic group in the world.
Yeah, he ain't gonna agree with that because he was locking.
No, they are. You don't have to agree.
And I see that. You want to know something? Not only that. I see men struggling to be more involved with their kids too.
Because niggas ain't
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They are the most involved fathers out of every other ethnic group in the world. It doesn't matter how you view it. They are the most involved. And you know what's crazy about that? The fact that they're the most involved and they were the most persecuted and they had mass incarceration versus the other counterparts who had the freedom. They're still the most involved.
I don't know.
That is a testament. That is a testament to their resilience as a people, and
you can't mix zucchinis with watermelons, bro.
Brother Arvel, man, listen, man. Listen, man, it's a great dialogue, man. Carl, he's gonna always be a baby mama, man. But he's a hell of a guy, man.
What?
So he gonna be a feminist to the day he go, man. But
I don't
salute
know
to
what
you,
that is.
man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, Carl, man, because you like locking us up. You like locking us up and telling us that most of us ain't shit.
Why don't
When
why
in
don't you
reality is,
why don't
black
you lead
man of
off?
God, black
Listen, light
man of
skin.
God,
Why don't you go ahead and lead with the
black
final
man of God.
thoughts?
Yeah,
Light
man,
skin,
it's our
go ahead and
final
lead
thoughts, man. Listen, we don't went into our
with the
final
final
thoughts.
thoughts.
That's why I'm saying, my man, it's great having a dialogue with you, man. Come back, man. Dapper, man. Hope you're getting some rest, and all the brothers, Just D, Elevated Mind, man. Listen, hope all y'all doing something, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this for the black man. Even man, I was giving
As
my final
final
thoughts, man.
thoughts, let's give it to Coach since he's in an anxious rush.
Listen, because I know we hear it, man. This old misnomer and this propaganda that black man ain't doing nothing, man. Listen, wherever you are, if you're a young black man, listen, man, get out here and do your thing. I know you might be nervous in your boots because you've been living with your mama, if those that have you do live with mama, but the world of the United States is changing. It ain't gonna be the old handout time for a black man. Get out here and get your spot. Whether you join the military, whether you join the police force, I'd rather learn how to shoot and save money than to go out here and risk my life in the neighborhood. Whether you learn how to do anything, this time is now. Don't be crying in 20 years about the shit you couldn't do. It's all on you. If you're an adult, 21 and over, you got to get out and make things happen for yourself. The world ain't coming to you in America, no. And if you got to expand your horizon, don't be afraid. Don't let other people scare you into not doing shit. Get out here and do it, man. So salute to everybody. Get in shape. Everybody work out. If you 30 and under, your ass should be doing 60 push-ups. Women, get back to that old school, fancy, fine little body y'all used to have. But here we are, man. Salute to everybody. Married people, yeah,
You
we
know
here
what?
forever. You single niggas better find y'all mate, because y'all gonna die alone.
Lord have mercy. God help that man.
Yeah, help me.
Brother Dap, can you get off your phone and give the final word, bro?
All right, here's my final thoughts. Okay, projection is a real thing. Do not project your own insecurities onto the world. Instead, be the change you want to see in the world. Gandhi. Stay dapper, always danger. See y'all next week.
God help him too. Brother Herb, your final thoughts, bro.
I appreciate you guys for having me on. So my final thoughts, it was Coach was saying, it was a great dialogue. To the black men, have grace with the black women because they held it down and they're still doing it till this day. Have grace with them the same way they had grace with us. Black men are the most involved fathers. We're doing a great job. Obviously, we could do better, but we're doing a freaking great job with everything that was thrown at us. We're the most resilient people, and no one could have gone through what we went through and come out still neighbors with these folks. So we just gotta keep on building the community. Keep building the community. Keep building the community, and not give up on your people because no one could do what we could do. So.
That boy said we survived slavery, we can survive anything. I'll take my 3 years, either way it comes.
Salute. My final thoughts is going to be this. There are a lot of brothers out here that are frustrated that life is passing them by, that things are fluctuating in a way that they can't keep up, that it frustrates certain guys in life that their woman is making more money than them. Their woman is capable of doing more things than them.
Black men out earn black women.
Sir, this is final thought. That means shut up. That means also that even though that there are changes going on, we have to do better in how we structure our mindset because our mindset controls our patterns controls our outcome. As long as we stagnate and make excuses for our mindset, and not learn, we are going to be hopeless. And like I said earlier in the show, at the beginning of the show, and even behind the scenes, we are now in war with Iran. I do understand how our government is trying to tell our teenagers they can't get a summer youth job unless they sign that paper that says selective service. They don't want the gang members and the guys incarcerated. They want the black men out here that are trying to be a part of their kids' lives, fighting in court, the guys that are working every day, comfortable with their lives that they have. In other words, they're trying to infiltrate. In other words, they're trying to infiltrate our freedom, our free will, our decision making. And I don't agree with it. And that's what we need to be more mindful of. Be prepared, do what you can, survive, and stay healthy if you can. But most of all, be aware. And I'm going to salute with y'all with that. Stay safe out there.
Yes, sir. That'll be easy.
No, salute, man. Salute to y'all, man. Great show, man. Till next time.